Hey everybody, welcome to another exciting and long vlog. It is June 30th, 2025. I need to go release a video I keep forgetting about. It is 9:13 p.m. and these vlogs get long, so we time code them. You can jump around. There's red gaps in the play bar down here. Open up that description, see a big list of blue numbers. Click on watching whatever you want and not what you want on the other. And oh my God, that deck is still very wet from that rain. Today we're back in the kitchen. We're cooking something that I'm gonna go ahead and spoil it. Turns out quite delicious. And we are reviewing 28 weeks later, we are reviewing Elio. We are reviewing Cinderella's Castle, which is a thing you don't maybe know about. Talking about Night of Champions. We open up some retro game treasure video games, some Disney pins. We're gonna make a cocktail, and we have a very exciting little health update for Mary. It's all good. But then a vacation update where I explain what I talked about last week, where hell has frozen over. So get excited for that. I'm very excited for that. All that and more right here in store on this episode of The Life of Eric Butts. I don't know. Anyways, enjoy the vlog. All right, let's do some cooking. I'm kind of creating something today. I'm not necessarily following a recipe. It is a burger, but it's gonna be a slightly special burger, something Mary thinks sounds pretty dang good. So it's time to impress my wife. It's really Eric. It is what, the 30th? Oh, I gotta go release that video, crap. It is June 30th, 2025. It is 5:55 p.m., so many fives. And we're gonna make a Mediterranean style burger. So my plan for this is I will grill up some nice buns, but I think I'm gonna use this, I'm gonna, kind of mayo toast my buns, but I'm gonna do something special here because we're gonna make a special spread to go on this burger that is a mixture of garlic, mayo, and feta cheese, because it is gonna be kind of Mediterranean. I like the idea of feta on this and definitely garlic, but I think it'll help kind of bind the cheese onto the burger so it's not just crumbling off. Hopefully that's my plan. But I think I'm also gonna use some of that mixture to do the toasting. So some of that garlic and cheese will toast into the bread. Then of course we're gonna make a burger. We got Angus 80/20 ground beef, probably do a couple half pounds. Put that on there. And then we're gonna top that with some marinated and grilled zucchini. We have yellow zucchini out of Mary's garden. And that was also part of it, trying to use Mary's garden more. Story about that in a minute. And some dressed or possibly grilled red onion. I can't decide if we're gonna figure this out in a moment. I'm going to marinate both of these things in the same type of dressing that I'm gonna create, just a very basic dressing. But I haven't decided if I just wanna go ahead and throw the onions on and grill them with the zucchini too, or warm them up a little bit. But that marinade I'm gonna be working with, let me just run through it here. That's what we're gonna start with basically. I got some red wine vinegar. I've got some extra virgin olive oil. We've got some basil and oregano. We've got some salt and we've got some pepper. I could put some other things in here, but I'm gonna keep it fairly simple. We're also gonna do some lemon juice for this as well. And of course, garlic, which I stupidly forgot to peel before we rolled, so yay. Red onion. I only probably need about half that red onion. And I'm gonna use this yellow zucchini squash out of Mary's garden because I'm gonna keep it burger size. She definitely has some bigger ones. Also, if that made you giggle, this will too. One of her cucumbers came in very fun. What you say here? What in tarnation? All right. Also, bear with me, I got a sore back muscle. I slept weird, so if I or grunt or whatever, that's what's going on there. I am gonna use a garlic mincer because it's getting late and I'm getting hungry. I don't wanna deal with dicing this up. Now, unfortunately, I didn't think this through. Usually I like to at least get my garlic peeled ahead of time. And we're gonna use a lot of garlic for this. So this may take a moment. But I have some kind of fresher garlic that looks like it's ripe for the peeling. It looks like it's ready to come apart. Ooh, that one's, okay. Might need to do a little bit of cleanup work on some of this. And since I'm using the mincer, I also want to use more garlic because I lose a bunch to the mincer. Actually, this might, well, I don't want to jinx it. We'll just hope we get lucky and that this is fairly easy to clean up. Of course, I could just do the smash and peel trick. Why am I not doing that? I should be doing that. I'm gonna need to use my knife anyways. Still can't believe I have, oh, some of this garlic is going kind of bad. So we're definitely gonna need to do some cleanup work. Anyways, so see if I can remember how this works. Is it that side? I think it's that side because I cut that off anyways. And then that gets me a nice start in. Yeah. May not be perfect every time, but it's definitely more appealing than trying to hand peel everything. So, some of these will go easier than others. Garlic is one of my favorite things, and it's one of my most hated things to have to work with because it's such a pain. Oh yeah, we definitely got to cut around some rot on some of these. We'll work on getting them peeled first though. No worry on cleaning them up. But my story, I guess, about Mary's garden is this year she's growing me some jalapenos and some serrano and some habanero, and some of the serrano and the jalapeno starting to come in a little too early. But I grabbed one of each off there the other day, and I tell you what, I have gotten used to these peppers from Kroger lately that have just really been lacking heat. But man, hers are packing a potent punch, and I love it. So I'm very excited to use more of them. I ended up taking that jalapeno and that serrano and dicing it up into a 3-egg omelet. Had that with one of those chorizo sausages I like to buy. And it was quite a healthy, delicious meal. See, like that one went real easy. Also had a great meal at Azur yesterday. My buddy Otter, who usually works Sundays, had it off to hang out with his brother, but he had made a new hot sauce that was delicious. He wanted me to try. I thought it was very sweet. He even had a huge cup of it to go ready, waiting for me. And my chef Nate, buddy, the head chef over there, Chef Nathan, I'm not gonna talk about it now because we might do it on camera, but he gave me some really cool ideas of something to do with something inventive to do with said hot sauce. Also, Otter and some others were like, we'd really like to see a cocktail made with it. So I talked to the manager who does some bartending over there, Taylor, and kind of confirmed, and we have an idea for that. But we're not doing any of that in this video. I'm just talking to kill time while I'm working on peeling all this garlic. The garlic and the onion would probably be the most time-consuming part of all of this. And if I was really smart, I would have done this a little bit earlier for the marinade. But 20 minutes for the zucchini should be fine. Oh, look at that. That one just wants to come right out. Hell yeah. That one did not go so well. Well, still kind of coming out. But as hot as Mary's peppers were, I look forward to and dread her jalapeno is going to be that much spicier. I mean, the habaneros. Habaneros. There we go. Now you might think that's enough garlic, but not for me. Working our way down the size scale until I feel like it's no longer worth it. Yeah, let's do this side. Cut that one a little deep. And other than a taste test, we pretty much have to make shoot the entire vlog today, so that's fun. We got a little carried away with playing the July video game while Mary's been on sick leave. Didn't really get a lot of other YouTubing done. That's right, Mary's gonna join me for the first half of the July Let's Play. Oh man, okay, this guy is being a little bit. Everybody else has been pretty good. Hi, Mary.
Hey.
She's healing nicely, y'all. She's starting to be able to do stuff again, which is great for her, but sad for all of us because we liked having her around all the time. Me and the kitties. We got so much Mary time. But now she can start doing stuff again. She's gonna start getting productive again.
I have to be careful not to be too productive.
Yeah, she's still not there. Can't be 100% yet, but.
I just can't lift more than 20 pounds for another 3 weeks.
Yeah. Get a few more garlic cloves out of this, maybe. Since these are peeling fairly easily, but definitely got to clean a few pieces up. I got like 5 more if we can get through the whole thing here, everybody.
You're welcome to some if you want.
Chicken and apple, okay. Sausages, if you're wondering, the Adele's. I feel like I had an idea for something with one of those recently.
No, I got them.
Huh? Oh yeah, well I got them. I thought you said like, nope, I got them, and I was like, what? There's still paper on here, but I'm finding it difficult to find where the edge is. Ah, here it is. Maybe? Where's the hoop? All right, we might be into the screw it section of the garlic clove where it's like, these are just too, oh, okay. Too tiny and difficult. There we go. Oh, jeez. And hell has frozen over because I am out of stuff to say. No, wait for the vacation update, and then you'll find out why hell has really frozen over. Do I want to work with these tiny nubbins? Maybe. I tell you what, we will try, but we ain't gonna struggle. If they come right out pretty easily, we'll do them. But if they maintain problematic, then we'll just toss them. Because we're doing 1 or 2 marinades and yeah. One or two marinades and we gotta make the mayo cheese spread, which is sort of a derivation off Mary's awesome feta cheese dip she makes, just without the cream cheese, basically. I don't know about this guy. You know what? Nah, we're good. We're good. That's plenty of garlic. Okay. Let me get all this off for the compost. Oh, yeah, I forgot I need to clean these guys up a little bit. Not as much as I thought, though. I only found a couple places in here that were rough. Okay. Yeah, it's all looking pretty good. A couple of these, though, I am going to just go ahead and chop down and get them in the mincer a little easier. Okay. Oops. That should do that. but it is now time to decide if I am marinating everything in the same bowl. All right, well, I'll tell you what. We're gonna currently work as if we are. We're gonna start with where we're gonna mix in the mayo spread. Just get the garlic out of the way. Now let's figure this out first, actually. Hang on. How much do I want for the marinade? We're not marinating a lot. I think that's probably good for the marinade. This is the pile we will mince for the spread. Probably actually didn't need to chop these down. Could probably get away with doing a little bit more at once. There we go. And some of this loose stuff falls in, that's fine too. I don't mind. We all like garlic around here. There we go. All right, getting there. I'm starting to overstuff this. I've got to be careful. At this point, let's work on what's getting trapped in here. See if we can get out of that, and then we'll empty this and get the last little bit here. Almost feel like I'm at a carnival. Those dings. Let's see if we can. Probably a mistake, but since it's the last 3 pieces I have to get in there, let's.
You can do it.
I know that I can do it. I'm just not so sure I should. There we go. All right, we're almost done with this part. I think we can marinate the onions and the zucchini together. I can, because the zucchini is going to be in a way that I can pick it out for grilling if I choose not to grill the onions. I hadn't intended to grill the onions, so I think I'll skip that. Okay. I think we've just about got what we can get out of here with fairly minimal waste, actually. All right, so I'm gonna clean it out for doing the next one, though. This is literally the longest, least interesting part of what we're doing here. Even dealing with the red onions will go faster. But that's why I time code these things. You don't want to see me mincing all the garlic. You can skip to the next step. All right, so pretty decent amounts of minced garlic in there. Now this will be for the marinade. We just go through the same process. In hindsight, it might actually be easier just to dice this much up when I'm doing this. I just didn't feel like it. I thought this would be faster, and I was wrong.
What? You were wrong about something?
Girl, you've been playing split fiction with me. You know I'll say it when it's my fault. I can admit when I'm wrong. It's just I rarely ever am. Where I can get to them better. I don't think I smell enough. Oh yeah. Oh. You okay?
I'm good.
Didn't miss too bad.
Let's do this with the sink.
And this one's even less important to get this perfect because a lot of this isn't going to make it into anything. Somebody else won a prize again. Okay. Last couple pieces in here. All right, we're almost at the end of this part.
Are you going to take a break while you do the marinade?
I don't know. I don't know that I need to because I was planning to use that time to, you know, get the sauce made, toast the buns, prep the burgers, not necessarily in that order.
Right.
I mean, I can if you definitely need me to do something, obviously.
No, I need to grind up some coffee, so
Ah.
I'll do it downstairs or something.
Well, I mean, if you're not in a big hurry, there'll be a moment that I'll be fine. I can shut up for a minute. All right, just about done. Maybe one more squeeze in here. Well, Mary's over there winning prizes. We've got a real carnival going on. Ah, my hand just cramped up on me.
Oh, you need that hand.
I do. Especially if there's a slim chance we get to play any more split fiction today. We might. I don't know. I'd love to. Because we skipped Sunday. Okay. All right, I'm calling that. I'm going to let some of this fall in, though. Because a lot of this stuff is kind of minced up itself in here. It's just not spooching out. All right. That's the end of the round one. There you go. Okay. Next thing's next. Let's juice this lemon. Like I said, it should start going quite a bit faster now, hopefully. Especially because I'm going to do a cheater trick on the red onion, maybe. Where I, use the mandolin and then I just cut it down. It definitely works for white onion. It's a little bit trickier with red onion. Alrighty. Get the leftover out of there. All right. I don't know that I really need this entire lemon worth of juice, but we'll kind of eyeball it. Stop there for a minute. We'll get a sense of it. Let's get some red wine vinegar in there. Let's get some EVOO in there. And not too much salt. But I will go a little hard on the black pepper. Let's do some Mediterranean oregano. And some basil. Okay. Give that a little stir. Fork to really work that garlic around. It smells pretty good. So now, let me prepare to get the zucchini in there so I can be marinating a little bit. Although, oh, shit. Hey Mary?
Yeah?
When you're ready to come back up, or maybe toss me one up, I am out of paper towel. Thank you. It's not a good time to run out of paper towel. Definitely, wash your veg. Get it nice and washed and dry. I can't not do dumb shit like that. I'm sorry. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and take off the edges here. And of course, some of my earlier slices are not gonna be great for the burger, but we'll make it work. All right, where are you? Let's make sure I got this sucker set to thick. Nope. All right, let's start making some zucchini slices. Yeah. Got a bad feeling about using my hand. I don't know. Oy. Dang, that was rough. Man, what is with this? This is a tough boy. Oy. These are some pretty tough zucchini. God dang. Come on now, give me 1 or 2 more really good slices. Shit. Alrighty. Maybe I should have gone with more of a thin slice. Those look fairly burger appropriate. Can't really make that work. That was dumb. All right, we're gonna go with these guys. I guess that guy. And these guys I'm just gonna set aside because I don't have that much marinade. Okay, kind of getting prepped for this onion work here. Okay, I need to get in there. I was hoping, but I do want to get these started, so I know they have at least 20 minutes. Get them nice and coated. I was gonna put them in a Ziploc bag too, but I also kind of want to wait till, you know, till we have the onions, so they can all go in there. Okay, Echo, set timer for 20 minutes.
Ooh, so no.
All right, we'll see how that goes. I'm just gonna throw these on the plate, I think.
Hi.
Hi. You wanna try any zucchini? Just raw.
Sure.
You might take a bite. I'm gonna take a bite. Okay. That's pretty good. I was a little worried the texture was gonna be too tough because it was really giving me a little trouble on the mandolin. Here's extra pieces that I don't have planned for at the moment. If you want any.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
That's not the way I thought you were gonna slice that, but yeah.
Well, lengthwise to put it on, you know, like bacon strips across a burger.
Okay.
That's usually how I grill it. All right.
I want to see him in terms of like rings.
Yeah, well, yeah. But this is normally how I do it.
Okay.
Okay, so we got that. We need to get these onions together so we can get those in there. Pardon, knife moving. Actually, get the paper towel started. Eventually. So I think, yeah. Leave that oh, did you open it for me?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, you can leave it open.
Alright, just peeling the onion real quick. Taking a layer off. Oh, sorry, I missed it.
The stickers on produce do not biodegrade for some reason.
I have gotten better about remembering to look for that, but not as good as I should be.
Like I took it off the lemon.
I appreciate that you're trying to remember.
Yeah, I just don't know why I didn't think about it on the onion.
Hi guys. No, it's not that time yet. I think I drove them crazy because I was cleaning up cans earlier.
All right. All right. Don't think I want to go any lower than that with my open palm. And then, just gonna quarter these real quick. Break them up into the marinade. Oh, yep, here comes the sting, the eyeball sting. Probably should have taken my ring off. Ugh. Is that doing good? That kind of works. Oh, you know, I turned it over to thin. Yeah, I went to a thin slice on these. I wanted kind of more of a thin slice. Just try not to waste too much of the onion here. All right, give me just a second to deal with my eyes and my ring. All right, I'm gonna get some more going here. Those guys are coming off nice and thin. Sure. Yeah, it was really blowing up against the house. I'm doing too much onion, I can already tell, but whatever, we're doing it. Mandolin feels like one of those things, once you cut yourself on, you're never going to do it again. But also, it's some of my paranoia right now is due to my eyes starting to water like crazy. Oh. Oh my goodness. Oh. Oh. Fuck me. Okay.
Those sure made my kingdom for a moment.
Okay. Whew. Oh, that really got my eyes good, man.
I mean, that and the garlic, the house is very fragrant.
You get these more broken up once I get in there with gloves too. Might need to make up a little more marinade. I guess I'm just gonna have a bunch of marinated red onion left over, which is not a problem. Oh, okay. 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 Oh. Oh my gosh. And that should be all the chopping I've got to do. Okay. Yeah, I think we're gonna mix up a little more in the marinade here real quick. Because honestly, I don't think I intended to put the whole freaking onion in there. A little more salt. More black pepper. More basil. More oregano. Oh, it smells good. Rest of the lemon juice can go in. Just a little bit more EVOO. And we'll hit it up with a decent amount of red wine. Okay. And let's get in there and really mix this in. How are we on that? Okay, we've almost done 10 minutes on the first thing anyways, so. Ah, come on. All right. Oh shit. Zucchini kind of down in the actual liquid a little better. Figure the onion will also kind of help flavor the zucchini a little. Okay, so that can sit aside for a little while. We're done with that. Now we're gonna start mixing up our feta spread. Okay. I need the mayonnaise. Use some Dukes. Let me grab Mary's feta. Uh-oh. Hey, Mary? Do you have more feta? Yeah. I mean, there's enough for me. I just feel like I might end up taking it all. Do you have any plans to use feta in the next 2 days? Because I'm probably going to the grocery tomorrow. I have enough. I just, you know, I might end up using what's left there.
Well, if you go to the grocery, you'll just get me a small one to time you by until I get to Costco again.
Okay, yeah, because I was pretty much sure I was going tomorrow, so okay, cool. For some reason I thought there was a lot more in there. I probably should have checked, my bad. All right. Now we want enough mayo to spread a thin layer on 4 bun sides to toast, and then enough to slather on both once the burger's ready. So, maybe 2 big spoonfuls. Maybe a little bit more. 1.5 big spoonfuls. I'll leave that aside in case I need more. I'm gonna get in here with Mary's feta. And there's a little bit left if you need it, but... Oh, Mary. One quick other question. In your dip, there's like a seasoning. Is it oregano? Oregano, thyme, and dill. Let's do a little bit of that in there. Why not? Mediterranean oregano. Not a lot. You grab the thyme and the dill. Hopefully they're easy to get to. The thyme is not out here, and I don't think... Oh, there's dill. All right, we can put some dill in here. Why not? Got dill weed happening. And let's do a little bit of thyme. Why not? We're chefing, baby. Thyme, if I can find find time in a bottle. Why do I always have so much trouble finding the time? We've got to figure out our seasoning situation. Because we have some stuff that we do need to get to on occasion, and it gets like so hard to get to. There's some time. Our shelf, I have too many spices. Our shelf on the side isn't big enough to hold them all. Oh, there's no. All right. Anyways, ooh, okay, good. A little heavy on the time, but I guess you can just call me Morris Day. That's a dumb joke. All right, let's mix that up with a fork and see what we think about it. Get that garlic dispersed. Oh yeah, this is looking pretty good actually. Well, I made a little more than I need, but I think that's pretty good. Yeah, okay. I'm pretty proud with how that turned out. All right, put some things away so we have some room to work. Still need to try Hellman's mayo, but I tell you, I've really become a convert to Duke, certainly over Kraft. It does taste a little nicer to me. Not a lot, I'm not like, you know, super duper like, oh my God, it must be. Okay, what's next, kids? I guess it's time to prep the burger making setup. How close are we to? Yeah, we still got a few minutes on the marinade. Definitely a little bit ahead of myself here. So, let's get everything prepped. We'll just do full mise en place here. We'll start with some buns. Also, I need to set up a cooler rack here. So I'm gonna take one of these and put some foil under it on the side so I have where to set my buns and my, I guess I can show you this part. Hold on. There, no addresses. Okay. Makes a little bit of a nice, easy cleanup drip tray. Cool. All right, let me grab my buns. We'll get them ready for toasting. Good. These sesame buns are still in good shape. So I'm gonna use these private selection sesame buns. And before I do that, well, while I get started, I do need to check in and see if Dad is gonna come have a burger of any kind. Oh, geez. He asked me like an hour ago if there was any travel today, and I somehow missed that. I remember my phone used to actually give me proper notifications. Okay. I'll check back with him in a minute. Oh yeah, it's a pretty good looking bun. That's a pretty good looking bun too. Actually, that one seems mismatched. I'm gonna grab this one. It seems more sesame seedless, but at least the size is better matched. And the one thing I want to work on my burger, I make really good burgers. I'm very good at making burgers. I keep it very simple. But I do have a problem with them swelling, you know, well, they shrink up. They're all gonna shrink up. But like, they get fat in the middle. I don't like that. I need to work on that. Now for the moment of truth on if this is actually gonna spread on a burger. On a bun to be like a toasting solution here. Kind of mush some of the feta in, because it is gonna have some chunks of feta. Might be a little too feta-licious for this, so hopefully we don't screw up. If I do, I got more buttons. Here, good old Philip DeFranco going on in Mary's bedroom. Echo, dismiss. Okay, we might start getting some heat up on the grill pan now. Which is for the zucchini. See if I got an answer from Dad. Oh, he just ate. He did send me sad faces. That makes me sad. I mean, you know, we're both trying to lose weight. I would not be eating this today if it wasn't for, I need to cook something for the vlog, and the only other options I have are heavy pasta ideas, so we don't want to do that. All right, let's get some heat going on this grill pan. Sometimes, even though this is non-stick, sometimes I'll put a little oil and wipe it out with paper towels to get a coating, but I'm not doing that because we got so much oil coming out of these things. So we'll let that pan heat up. Let's continue to prep our buns for toasting. Kind of glad Dad's not joining us for this one, because if he did want one of these, I don't know that I have enough of this to make 3. Which I have plenty to make 2, but I don't know that I have quite the right amount to make 3. I've got a little feta heavy spot here. Now the big lumps of feta will be good on the burger part, but it's not really great for what I'm trying to achieve here. I want some feta crumbles in here, but hopefully this part does not go horribly wrong. Try to scrape from the side. I might get slightly wetter parts. It could have been worse. Could have been better, but it definitely could have been worse. All right, we almost got what I want here. Okay. I think that's about as good as any of that's gonna get. So we can wipe that off, set that aside until we're ready to dress the burgers. And that pan is starting to feel pretty good. So I think we're going to get the grill going. Got a medium high on the pan. Just gonna kind of juice these boys one more time. And some onions come with them. I'm okay with that. Smells good. Okay, where's the other guy? He's hiding out down here somewhere. There he is. I don't want too many onions coming, but we'll take some. Oh, that kind of. That's right. This might need to get sliced up a little bit to fit on the burger proper. Now, just lay some down. Nice. Kind of get these onions all pushed back into the marinade. Give it a little bit of a stirring. You know, I have a little idea for a side bonus on this, because I probably don't need all these onions. I'm tempted to slice up one of Mary's cucumbers, and with whatever onion is left, just let that sit in there overnight, or you know, in a baggie or whatever. Plan for this. Good. I was just a little worried the smoking was like, is it going too fast? Okay, I'll put my seasonings away. And I'm gonna run out real quick and grab my ground beef. And grab it. So we got our pound 80-20 chuck. Just getting it open over here. Shit. All right, so I guess while that's working, I know I gotta do so many gloves, but right now I'm having so I have eczema. That's why sometimes you get all these red streaks in my skin or whatever. And sometimes it likes to, and it jumps around. It'll be in this place for a while, and you know, a month or two, it's kind of going back to my thumbs right now. I think some of that's where I've been wearing gloves long and sweating in gloves while I'm doing cat duty, literally cleaning the. Anyways, so I'm trying to use gloves. That makes sense. Okay, I got an idea here. Let me see. Just trying not to use too many plates, so I'm gonna set my buns. No, I don't want to do that. I'll just do it on here. We're pretty much done with this area anyways. So pretty easy for me. It's kind of how I eyeball getting it in half. And I don't work the meat very much, particularly on meat that's already been worked for the store. Get a little more leeway. Keep a gentle hand. Firm but gentle. city bees. Coming out and about, baby girl. Okay. Get this one up and going real quick. Because I think I need to flip that zucchini. All right, I try to get it into a bit of a mound and then start flattening it back down, watching the side pieces because they, you know. I think that's okay. Come on, guy. No? Okay. Ooh. Okay, so one thing I am noticing though is onions are trying to burn under there, so I need to be careful with the onions. All right, anyways, finish this. Just a little salt. And some pepper. Which, yeah, it can burn, but you know what? I like a little bit of burnt on the outside of a burger. Nothing crazy. That's how I season my burgers. Third pound, quarter pound, half pound. I just figured I'm gonna do half pounds on these because why not, you know? Okay. This guy, I tell you what, this guy does not want to cooperate with me. All right, I'm gonna call that fine. See how these other boys are looking. Oh, that one. Okay, that's okay. Here's a burger. Come on now, come on now. Okay. Now I want to burger making pan now. Put a little butter in that pan so it'll be ready to get melty here in a minute. Oh, you know, about a knob of butter. In just a minute, we'll take this off. We'll get that melting. Oh shit! You know what? No, I have fucked up. Don't melt in there. Don't want the butter in the pan yet, because we're gonna do the. Shoot, I have messed up quite a bit here. Okay, I think I'm okay. I think I got a save here. All right, we'll give that just a couple more minutes. more minutes. Kind of wondering if I should just go ahead and be toasting up the buns on a different burner here. I think we'll be all right. Okay, so we're getting close. Burgers themselves take about 10 minutes. Bun tops, maybe 3 to 6 if I have to do them separate. Okay. I'm gonna say this is good. They're not super done on the other side, but I mean, you know, good enough. Yeah, these onions burnt up though. That was I wasn't really thinking about that. Yeah, that's a problem. Okay, I'm gonna set these to the side. I'm going to let those cool off over there, get that heating up a little bit. Give that just a minute to warm up. We'll get the buns going in there. Actually, I'm kind of curious. Let me try one of these onions. Oh, that's really good. Oh yeah, the lemon, the red wine vinegar. Okay. Hopefully we can do all 4 of these at once. I think so. Still on medium-high heat right here. All right, this is the trickiest part for me because, like I said, this is just me messing about right now. Pretty excited about that onion though. That's pretty tasty. Because I know how this pan works, it's hotter in the center. I'm gonna go ahead and spin these around. It smells really good though. That garlic coming out of there, nice. Hopefully I can wipe this out of the pan pretty easily. If not, fine, it'll just flavor the burgers more. Okay, I want to take a look at this one guy over here because they were first in. If I can get under there. Oh no, that's got some time. They all got some time, okay. just getting hungry and impatient, especially the better it's smelling. Sometimes I do wish I had a flat top set up. I could two birds, one stone some of this. Check on you again. What's interesting is I'm getting sort of a cheese frico going on under there. The feta is kind of crisping up and not sticking to the bun, so this may not have been the best idea, but I mean, it's not, I don't think it's gonna be terrible. It's just not gonna work the way I was hoping, I don't think. We might have to pull these buns a little untoasted. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. It's kind of toasting. Yeah, I'm just gonna call it though. My friend, would you please flip over for me? Not the end of the world. Ooh. Luckily that will come off, hopefully. Yeah, that's a bunch of burnt feta. Shit. Come on, come on. If it has to be, that'll be mine. I'll eat that. I don't want to, certainly don't want to give that one to Mary. God, some of that spread is just not. Ah, God damn it. Yeah, this sort of half worked, but not really. So the real trick now is cleaning up the pan. Oh, shit. Okay, not too bad. Let me give that a wipe out real quick. And we'll melt some butter in there and get to cooking on the burgers. Hopefully the butter hasn't melted on the plate over here because of the hot zucchini. Maybe a little, not awful. All right. Try to keep that butter from burning real quick. And burgers in. Okay, Echo, set timer for 5 minutes. All right. It may take a little longer than that. We're gonna eyeball and figure it all out. In the meantime, I'm just trying to clean up a little bit more mess over here. Well, actually, I took the stuff off that, so that's fine. Done with you. Let's get a little more seasoning on the back side. Okay. I'm gonna have to put on the fan, so when it inevitably starts smoking, it won't, you know. Let's get these onions a little more stirred back in now that I have these kind of cleaned off. Keep these juicy. I thought about doing sort of a cilantro and mint style in here, but I thought, well, I don't know. Maybe I'll try that in the future. Okay, now my shape is not great, I'm realizing. I've done better. I'm trying something a little different this time as part of my issue here. That, you know, now we cook. This is the part on Sprockets where we cook. Once the burgers come off and while they're resting, we'll slather on that cheese spread on the actual bun. Put the burgers down, put the zucchini down, top with some onions, and then we have the fun of eating, and hopefully it's really good. Might be better with like a lamb burger or a turkey burger, but I have ground beef I need to use, so. That was the thought. Sorry, there's a, I'm not going to get into it on here because, you know, there was a little bit of drama I woke up to. Somebody trying to start some shit. But anybody that knows me knows I don't talk bad about people. Not anywhere, really. The only people I talk bad about are my friends that I'm giving shit to their faces. I just don't waste my time on that kind of crap. Luckily, this friend of mine knew to reach out and be like, what's this person talking about? It's like, nothing. He's like, yeah, I thought so. All right, thank you. Love you too. Yeah, I can see these are starting to thick up in the middle, so I'm glad I kind of pushed them out as much as I did. We have about 30 seconds left in my 5 minutes, but I can tell I'm going to let it go a little longer. And we're still on that medium-high heat, for those wondering. I'm hearing a weird sound back here. Echo, dismiss. We'll let that go about another minute before we flip them. And I like kind of mine around mid-rare plus. Medium's fine. Mary's a bit more of a medium plus. browning up nicely on the bottom. Kind of got them a little uneven on some edges here, but that's okay. Burgers are a pretty hard thing to mess up, honestly. You can. People do all the time, but you know, as long as you're staying vigilant, you're going to come out with a pretty decent thing. Don't overdo it. All right, that might be ready for flipping. Let's see if they want to let go. Yeah, that guy's good. Oh yeah, beautiful. This one too, yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Echo. Set timer for 6 minutes. Hey, chicka-chow. Chicka-chow. May let them go a little longer than 6 on this side too, because they are thick boys. I think I might have made just about the right amount of everything except way too many onions. But you know, whatever. I got a nice little onion that can go on other things now. Throw some of that on a turkey spinach wrap later or something. Oh, that'd be really good. Actually, I might do that later tonight. My biggest real letdown here is how the buns turned out. I mean, they're going to be fine. They're just not going to be as cool as I was hoping for. I was a little worried the cheese would kind of burn up like that, but it's worth experimenting. Yeah, I still got to get better about my burgers poofing up in the middle. I was trying to mush them in the center, that old trick. But I think they are going to turn out just about right for the bun size, so at least maybe I got that part right. And I've been doing very good with my diet over the last week. I've actually shed a few pounds last week. And then of course I had a big meal yesterday, which would have been fine if Zer didn't offer pineapple cheesecake that I had to eat. Although I didn't do too bad yesterday. So hopefully this won't be too bad on me, because this will be about all I really eat today, except for like a snack wrap later. And maybe like 13 Doritos. I count as I eat them now. And then, you know, hopefully I lose a few tenths tomorrow, and then I'm definitely on severe diet for a couple days. I'm just, you know, I'm trying to work on that beach bod. Well, not quite a beach bod, but let's get a nicer bod by the time we hit September. You know what I'm saying? Because I definitely hit some new heights I do not want to see on a scale. So it's time to start getting serious again. Yahoo serious. According to the timer, we got a little over 3 minutes. I guess I could get some actual eating plates down. And I guess I could be working some of these background dishes while we got a minute here. You want to watch me load some dishes? Just make sure you can watch the burger, I suppose. Connection shit. I don't know. Go in there. We can come down here. And we also bring the top stuff here. There, right there. Got these rinsing out. That can go right in there. 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 Oh yeah, that guy's really pooping up. Go away right now. All right. Yeah, those are looking pretty close. We got about 30 seconds on the clock, but we're definitely gonna let it go a little bit longer. But they are looking pretty good. So I'm thinking let's start getting some buns prepped here. Echo, dismiss. Well, that was just about right. I like it. And my burnt ass one's here. Then we're gonna have a little of this spread left over, so I'll try to save that for something. Might be a very good veggie dip, honestly, even without the cream cheese in it. Maybe. There's not really a lot left in here. Yeah, I mean, we pretty well cleared that. All right. All right. Oh, yeah. Well, they're still a little soft in the center. We're going to let that go a little bit longer. Put away my oil and vinegar. Yeah, I just noticed in this trash can with some burnt cheese. Okay, that's almost there. This one's probably good. I'm gonna take that one off. Woo! Still splattering. Yeah, that's probably good. Okay. Heat off. All right. Okay. At least we can turn that off now. All right, Mary, we're almost to the fun part here. All right. So we'll give those just a minute to rest, and we'll finish our build, and we'll get you some close-ups. And yeah. Man, I really gotta figure out why my burgers turn into such hockey pucks. Please feel free to give me tips in the thing. They're gonna taste great. They're just, you know, I don't like it to become like burger domes sometimes. Whew. Anyways, how y'all doing out there? You getting hungry yet? Oh, an hour and a half. Silly Eric. Eric over here thinking, oh, it's gonna take 30 minutes, 45 tops. Double it. Some of it was the garlic. I could have probably shaved 10 minutes off if I had A, pre-peeled the garlic, and B, just actually hand minced it. Okay. All right. Oh, why did I do that? Oh well.
Did your dad come over?
No, he ate already. I kind of missed him. He gave me sad face. I was like, "Oops, sorry, bro." Look at that cheese spread.
Ooh. I'm gonna go wash my hands.
All right.
I take my ring off.
Yeah. All right. So there's Mary's. There's my bad boy. I will take the more burnt zucchini. All right, I just need to get some onions on these. Oh shit! Right into the floor. Good job, Eric. I shall clean that up real fast, and then we'll get you all into the close-ups.
Jack's still
Oh.
relaxing on the bed 'cause I've been moving a lot.
This. And we're gonna tilt that.
Mine or yours?
That one's gonna be yours because I gave you the slightly less burnt up
Okay.
thing. Now hold on, though. I am gonna. We gotta get our shots and whatnot, so yours just looks a little better, maybe. I don't know. It's hard to tell. They both look pretty good. I'm having mixed lighting is the issue. I have to do a lot of post work.
You want me to close the show?
No, it's fine. Oh, there we go. Actually, that might be the one. Okay, let me get you guys some close-ups. And unfortunately, I don't think I have the. I might have the angle down. I'll be right back. I got a good feeling these onions taste pretty good, man. I sampled some. We got a ton of them left too, because I did the whole onion. You can look behind you in that bowl how much I got left. but they'll go nice in wraps and stuff. Cool. Burger time. All right. But also just remember we have to thumbnail. Let's see what I can do here. Beautiful. All right, yep. You were right with the ring come off, because if nothing else, you know my burgers are juicy, but also those onions are rather juicy as well. So, let me get on camera.
How to attack this.
Yeah. Well, you kind of mush it, you know? You mush it. You pick it up, you mush it. Give you the Guy Fieri haunch.
I'm also gonna not make contact with the stove.
Oh,
over here.
yeah, well, shit. If you wanted to switch, you could switch sides.
Oh,
Definitely a messy boy.
I'm gonna try a little bit of the zucchini first because that's sticking way out over the edge.
Mm.
Looks like you blew a seal.
Mm. Mm. Oh, that's pretty good. That's definitely different.
Very garlicky.
A little citrusy. A little vinegary. Those onions make a big difference here. But I think the cheese spread's about right. Mm. Mm.
Aaron, don't eat that.
I did a pretty good cook on the burger.
Yeah.
Mm. Oh, yeah. Mm. Mm. Oh. Looks like I got them cooked about right.
Yeah, they're quite tasty.
Mm. Mm. Honestly, I think the zucchini might be the weak link, but mostly just because it's a little, it could stand to be a little more tender. But it's good. Hmm.
I think you may have been better off maybe shredding it and making a slaw with the onion.
Mm-hmm. And not even bother grilling it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
You just need to marinate long enough for it to soften up.
Well, like an overnight marinade. I agree. That would be an improvement. That'd be like the one improvement. But otherwise, this is a damn good burger. That cheese spread idea really works. And the onions. Mm. Mm. Well, both our hands are too dirty to turn off the camera, so you're just gonna have to watch us eat the whole damn thing. Mm. Yeah, I've outdone myself. This is a very good burger. Mm.
This could actually be like a burger week burger.
Yeah. Ooh, thank you. Yeah, Lexington Burger Week coming up. Thank you, Diet.
Careful, you're,
I know. I'm
you can't
dripping.
reach that.
No, I cannot. Hmm. Yeah, the dip you saw, or the spread you saw me make, basically add in a bunch of cream cheese, and that's Mary's feta dip, essentially. Of course, it's more measured when she does it.
Mm-hmm.
But, that works really well.
Scrape it with your sandwich.
There you go. Well, I'm just trying to keep it from dripping off my face is all.
Yeah, but I kept waiting for it to fall on your shirt.
Mm-hmm. Now, these are messy sons of bitches.
I gotta take a second because I need to actually allow things to get down the pipe.
Yeah. Mm. Mm.
Oof.
Sorry, well, I'm scarfing a little bit so I can actually cut the camera. I think I can finally get a hand free. Mm. Okay. can try and reach over you. Well, actually, let me just. Yeah, it's all. My top bun has been sliding back on me though, so my burger's not lining up with my. Wow, now I just made the hand dirty again. I put a cut there, but yeah, would make this again. With like that one improvement to make the zucchini a little easier to deal with.
Yeah, marinate your onions and zucchini overnight.
Mm-hmm. Zoodles. Good zucchini though. Has a nice little brightness in there. I'm getting full.
Don't have to worry about vampires tonight.
I claim it's overly garlicky.
It might be just, the garlic might be overdoing like some of the other herbs that you put in there.
I'm not getting that, but I like super love garlic. And with all my cheese drippings, I'll maybe use a piece of that leftover zucchini over there and scrape that up.
You're a messy boy.
Yeah, I think maybe I just gave you a little less cheese spread or something because she's dripped very little off of hers. Well, almost there. I got one more bite, and then I can finally cut the camera. And by the way, normally I would enjoy this and eat it a little bit slower, a little bit. But I am trying to hurry so you aren't watching this for 15 minutes. And I will say, most foods, I take my damn time and savor it. But burgers are a little bit different. Once I pick up a burger, it rarely gets set back down. Okay. Get my hands clean
Do you
enough.
feel like somebody messed up if you get served a burger that you can easily pick up and put down?
Yes, if that happens, it's not a good burger. Which on rare occasion has happened. I mean, it has to be really disappointing. I think I love Brew Burger, but I had that with one of their burgers recently. There was a special, I think it was the Reuben burger. It sounded really good, but by the time I was like 2/3, 3/4 through it, I was like, I don't even think I finished it. It's like, I'm kind of full and I don't want to stuff myself on something I'm not absolutely loving. Yeah, see, I actually lost a lot of cheese spread, but that was a damn good burger. Right? That is your sign right there.
I'd eat it again.
Yeah, you guys see? And y'all longtime viewers know. She doesn't BS you. She regularly does not like what I make. Not because it's bad, because it's just not her jam. But...
And I will generally clarify that as going like, this is not my thing.
Yeah. All right. We got more vlog. We'll see you. Bye. Hey, yo! Logan Paul walks in, and we're all like, boo! Taste test time. I don't know, because I did the Ayo. That's like how his stupid intro music starts.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, we got 2 savory today and 2 sweets. We found some sweets. We even have a sweet set aside for last time, and I'm not talking about this beautiful lady. We're gonna start with chips. I think we should start with that one, because I think that one might be a little more. All right, we have the
Good job.
third of the Lay's flavor finalists. Dun, 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 dun. Bacon grilled cheese, which is delicious. We're about to make some bacon. If you hear the oven go off in the background, it's preheating. I literally just got out of the shower if I'm a little shiny. So let's see. I'm about to cook a bunch of chorizo sausages and bacon and boiled eggs. Random, I know, but that's what I'm... Ooh. Smells like a real sharp cheddar. That's super colorful in the seasoning. Mm. Mm. These are definitely my least favorite. There's not a lot going on here. You get just the tiniest bit of the bacon, and you do get a little bit of the cheesiness on the back end, like after you finish the chip. But the other two,
this is a cheesy, like at best.
yeah, at best. But I think the other two are far superior. Yeah. I don't know.
You know, these might be, if you're looking to put a crunchy texture in your actual grilled cheese sandwich, these may not be a bad choice.
No, that might be kind of cool. I like that idea. You want any more of these? But this is definite, like, nah. I mean, I'll finish them. We'll finish them. But cannot recommend. Not very interested. But I would definitely get the Korean barbecue chicken, which I can't find anymore. These I'm still able to find. And the lime Valentina ones, or Valentina lime ones, I'm working through those. I do like those.
I'm trying to remember, I think they announced a winner for all of these. I can't remember what it was.
What the hell's the contest called?
Do us a flavor, I think.
Who won the Lay's Do Us a Flavor challenge in 2025? I guess what, but. You serious? These are the ones that won.
For reals.
Yeah. Wow. America's palate sucks, dude. What the hell's wrong with all y'all basic ass bitches out there? Eat more flavor. Nah. That's easily the worst of those three. Now these I'm very excited. I've been wanting to find forever. I've found them for a while, but I've also heard disappointing things about them. They did mustard, which are phenomenal. They did ketchup, which are phenomenal. And they did just recently come back briefly. We got some more, but now they also have Doritos Tangy Pickle. Now we like dill pickle, like Lay's and stuff quite a bit.
Yeah.
I don't know how it's gonna work on a corn chip. I also wish I didn't finish my mustard ones because it'd be neat to have a mustard, a ketchup, and a dill pickle together. Definitely have a bit of a dill smell. Not overpowering, but pretty good.
Not much in the way of seasoning.
Yeah, you don't really see it, but it might just be the color of the seasoning. Okay. It's what I feared. I'm not loving these. The seasoning is good. The seasoning tastes like dill. I would not say tangy dill. This just tastes more like standard dill. It's not super potent. But I don't think it's really working with the corn chip flavor.
It's dill with a little bit of vinegar.
Mm-hmm.
And it needed to up its vinegar quotient.
No. Because like I like it up front when you're getting the seasoning, but then the corn chip of the Dorito comes in and kind of overpowers it, and I don't think that's a really good combination.
Nah. Never.
No. I think I like the bacon cheeseburger ones more than these. Wow, that is actually...
I put about the same.
Yeah. I mean, this one leans more towards just not being a good flavor. And I love dill pickle. Like, I drink dill pickle juice out of a jar.
He does.
Which is why I realized I should be making dill pickle-teenies, you know, or pickle-teenies. And I do, and they're wonderful. You've seen them. Very disappointing. I'm definitely going to palate cleanse for this next one. I'm excited about it. Though we did give our pal Tina, you've seen her, one of these, and she was not thrilled. We found individually wrapped ones so we wouldn't have to go ham. That's why we bought some Oreos. We got the Selena Gomez Oreos, which is Selena chocolate and cinnamon cream. I don't know what the hell Selena chocolate is.
Selena's chocolate and cinnamon cream cookies. So, theoretically, this is her recipe.
Well, she is a bit of a chef, so I do wonder if this is something she actually did have a hand in. Usually celebrity things like this, they aren't involved at all. But you got the Selena Gomez signature thing on there. They smell pretty good. Smell like an Oreo.
It's cream on one side.
Oh, it is split. Oh,
looks
okay.
like maybe a chocolate cream on the other side.
I think it's probably the cinnamon cream, right? Selena's chocolate and cinnamon. Oh, yeah, you're right. Chocolate cream, Selena's chocolate cream, and the cinnamon cream on your standard Oreo cookie. Okay. Well, I'm going for it.
Okay, I did just to fill in. I'm getting just a tiny bit of cinnamon.
This was what Tina was saying. The cinnamon wasn't super prevalent. It's there. I mean, I got like a balanced bite. At first, it tastes like just a standard Oreo, but that cinnamon is coming in a little on the back. Also, yeah. They're decent. They'd be better wrapped in bacon and deep fried. Like everything.
Yeah.
They're good.
And Tina's assessment is like, it's sugar.
Yeah. I like them well enough to occasionally I'll go grab one, and at least, you know, there's 2 per pack in this. I paid a couple extra dollars to have it portion controlled because I'm too lazy. But I was very curious about these. Yeah. Is that worth 70 calories? Probably not. But it's pretty good. I like it. It is different. Mm-hmm. I kind of like the aftertaste on that. Okay. Yeah. Actually, I do like those. Again.
You have something to cut this.
Yeah, I'll get to it. Even if I was into, like if I bought Oreos regularly, I still don't think I'd be like rushing out to get those. But obviously Oreos are just so freaking caloric that it is a rare, rare, rare treat. But they are much better wrapped in bacon and deep fried. Your brain doesn't know how to process it, but it's delicious. All right, we got one more. I screwed up. I sort of got the wrong thing because there's 2 versions, but it's still gonna work. Mary thought she was sending me to get the sandwich cookie version of this, but I just got the regular down ice cream version, which I think both will be good. We have Breyer's S'mores ice cream with Hershey's chocolate. So you've got toasted marshmallow flavored with chocolate swirls and graham cracker crunch, naturally and artificially flavored.
So they've got a sandwich version and an ice cream bar.
Oh yeah, a sandwich version and an ice cream bar version.
Literally.
But I said, I was agreeing. I was like, oh yeah. And then, gosh, lady. You know they don't listen unless I'm mad. I'm obviously joking. Come on. Y'all know. Carter's gonna have me stab myself with a dull knife. That is actually a pretty thick boy plastic there. Yeah, all right, there we go. Ooh, I think the melt temp on this is pretty light. It's already feeling pretty squishy. We've only had it out of the freezer for a couple minutes. Also, it is like 100 degrees outside, so there's that.
And it's 70 something in the house.
I'm kidding. I got us straws. That's what my brain wanted to say. Oh, it is like stupid soft already. I know I got some swirliness in there.
I'm not sure what to think of this, to be honest.
It's not bad.
I'm getting like a weird little chemical tang, and I think that's the toasted marshmallow flavor.
Yeah. I don't hate it. I don't know that I love it. I like the texture of the graham cracker, even though it's kind of mushy, like it's been soaked in. And that adds a nice little flavor. I didn't get a lot of chocolate in my bites. It doesn't taste super marshmallowy, but there's definitely a bit of a marshmallow vibe going on. Let me try a little bit more and see if I can get a bit more of a chocolatey swirl in the bite here.
They went very light on the chocolate here.
Unless it's just like one of those things we gotta dig into. Oh, there's actually a decent pocket of chocolate under there.
So I kind of feel like this may have been better off as possibly more of a chocolate ice cream with a
Marshmallow and graham cracker.
with a marshmallow, like much more thicker ribbons of marshmallow than
Yeah,
than
like a
chocolate.
swirled marshmallow ice cream, or even just a swirled marshmallow, whatever this is, and chocolate ice cream. Yeah, a lot more chocolate. It's just kind of ice cream, honestly.
Yeah,
It's not.
like I almost need to put like more like fudge on it or something.
Mm-hmm. Like it's good. It's a good ice cream. It's Breyer's ice cream, but it's not like standing out.
Hit me earlier.
And it turned off.
It turned off, yeah.
We're having weird probe issues again with this old stove. It's still hot. I can hear it still running. 375, please. It's acting up, but it's like 20 years old now, so probably closer to 25. That'll be the next thing we'll probably have to replace. Yay, old houses. It's older houses. All right, listen, it's good. It's ice cream. It's edible. I can't say I'm like, oh my God, I must have more. It doesn't necessarily encourage me to try the other versions, but maybe. We'll see.
Yeah, I'd say I always get my hopes up for s'mores flavored things, and I'm almost always disappointed.
That's very true. So now we're gonna make some s'mores flavored bacon. Ooh. Bro, have you ever put bacon on a s'more?
No,
I bet that would actually be pretty damn good.
probably.
Have any of you ever put bacon on a s'more? Let us know. I'm not even a big s'more guy, but you put like a hunk of bacon on there?
Yeah, no, that would work.
Okay. New project unlocked. All right, more vlog. Enjoy. Bye. Hey everybody, we're gonna mix this one up a little bit. We're gonna do just a quick health update and a vacation update I promised you about how I hell froze over. But Mary's about a week out of the surgery now. Yeah.
Yes.
What is today? Today is Monday. So you're more than a week. You're a week and a few days.
Yeah. So
I can tell she's doing a lot better. I mean, I want her to give hers, but I was just gonna say I can tell she's still got to be a little iffy, but I'm right here.
feeling good for the most part. I may have overdone it a little bit today. I went to Costco. I didn't lift anything heavy, but I a lot of walking, a lot of pushing. So
Yeah. So hopefully you haven't really done anything too crazy.
it's
She's been
not-
very good.
It's not painful, but it's just kind of reminding me like,
Right. And she's been very good. And honestly, I want her to heal and feel better, of course, but I'm going to kind of miss her being in I'm not allowed to do anything mode, because last week was pretty awesome that she couldn't be out in the yard all day. She could, I mean, it sucks for her, yes, but on the other hand, I'm like, I get to hang out with you all day, and that's why we get to watch all of Lower Decks and play almost all of Split Fiction, and, you know, like, we got to spend a lot more time together. It was very nice. Of course, I had to clean up a lot more poop, too, but...
you actually learned how to do the litter boxes.
There was no choice. Somebody had to do it. It's, you know, it's fine. And for context, I was never a pet person, never cat. She brought all the cats into my life. I love them. I've become a cat daddy. But it's not like I've, you know, it's not like, oh, now that we live together, you have to do all of it. It's just like, well, I mean, I'm not comfortable with that yet. I've tiptoed into it, and now I'm fully doing it. So I didn't want it to just come across like we moved in, and it's like, okay, it's your problem now, you know. It didn't come from that way, but yeah, she's doing pretty damn good. She's still got a minute not lifting anything for a while, so unfortunately we cannot recreate the Dirty Dancing scene. She can't catch me in the air right now, but that's why I'm also trying to lose weight, so she can't. But anyways, that's the health update.
Yes.
That's good enough. There's not really a whole lot to talk about. Surgery went great. She came out of it. I spent like 9 hours trying not to pass out in the waiting room. It was a much longer time at the hospital than anticipated.
Yeah, they told me to come in at 9.
We got there about 8:40.
Yeah, so, and then I don't think surgery happened until after 2.
Something like that. That's about right. We didn't get home till like 6 p.m. or maybe
Yeah.
6:30 or something. But you know, I got her.
Although I
Take care
got
of
to
the lady.
sleep during a good chunk of it, so.
Yeah, you were a little bit better off. I was like, I can't fall asleep in case they call me or have questions and blah, blah, blah. So now let's do the vacation portion. Not much to talk about in our September trip. We got that hotel. It's going to be beautiful. I've got camera gear. It's going to be beautiful. I'm starting to have more and more of an idea of what video I want to make about all that, or videos. We got our flights. Beautiful. We still need to do the airport transportation, but that's not a big deal.
Okay.
November Disney trip is starting to shape up in terms of what I'm going to do. because the other day, you don't want to show your face at this part?
I don't have anything to contribute to
Well,
this
your
part.
face being like, might be interesting. She's
Okay.
playing her game. Child playing games. No, I'm just messing with you. So the other day, I was going out to dinner or whatever with my dad, and he's like, so you're going to Disney in November, right? Which he's, he's like, oh, God, you're going back again? Because he is not a crowd person. He is not a theme park person, not a ride person. He swore off air travel because for like 30 years, 20 years, that was a big part of his job. He traveled through airports so much, and he's given me so much shit, and friendly shit when I like get delayed or get stuck or overnight. He's like, yep, I've been through that. That's what that's like. Helpful to give me tips, so he swore off air travel. He's like, I'll go out with my friends. He occasionally goes with some old work buddies, but if he has to drive there.
Yeah.
So he gets in the car with me the other day. He's like, so you're going to the November trip or whatever. He's like, well, tell you what, how about I come down there for 4 nights? What? He, and this sounded sketchy up front, but we've looked into it and this is legitimate. He got a phone call. He felt suspicious about that. I've got my dad trained. He knows how to, he knows how to watch out for scam stuff. But it was Hilton, because he stayed with Hilton thousands of times or whatever. Like he has 859,000 miles on Delta.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know. I was like, dude, if that was me, I would have just kept traveling to hit 1 million so I could say I'm in the 1 million mile club. But so basically, long story short, they offered him a timeshare option, which he knows, he's aware. You know my dad, you've seen him. He will have no problem telling them, no, fuck right off.
Yeah.
But he knows he has to sit through a 2-hour presentation, but it's like at 8 a.m. He knows I'll be sleeping. And he couldn't stay in a Disney hotel or anything like that, which is fine for him. He wakes up earlier and all that anyway. But he wants to go for the food. So he has definitely promised to do Disney Springs and Epcot. He wants to eat around the world. And then he said he would drink around the world too. And I was like, not with the way you're picky. You're not going to be able to do that. I was like, we can definitely go to Rose and Crown and get some Lagavulin, single malt scotch. One of his favorite drinks that I love. But it's like, bro, I mean, if you're trying to drink around the world, you got to be either drinking beers or cocktails, and you're not a big cocktail guy. But, and he wants to go to Disney Springs because I rave about the Morimoto ribs. So that's definitely on the agenda. I have also convinced him to do at least a half day over at Animal Kingdom because I want to take him to either Tusker House or Tiffin's. So that's going to happen. And I told him, if we're going there, though, I want you to ride Flight of Passage. Like me, not a coaster guy, not a lot of things, but I know he would like and has liked motion simulator rides. And he likes Avatar. And there's a new Avatar coming out in December. What were you going to say?
I gotta see how he reacts to
I bet he's going to be like, okay, as long as we get good seats. I hope we get good seats. I've decided we should wear our matching hard daddies on certain days. And I've already told him that he's going to have to wear a button that says first visit. So he'll be more likely to get pixie dust. Cast members being nicer to him and doing things.
Yeah, you had to explain that to him.
Yeah. And then the other thing is they should be announcing the Christmas party schedules at some point. So he is kind of okay with the idea of maybe doing a Mickey's Christmas party and a Jollywood. I don't think I can get him to Magic Kingdom or Hollywood Studios any other way. But I convinced him with it'll be darker, it'll be cooler, there's less people. He's like, okay. Because I'd kind of like to take him on Haunted Mansion just because that's my favorite ride. I'd like him to see the beauty of a lit up nighttime Magic Kingdom Main Street. Yeah. And I would definitely like to take him over to Hollywood Studios and take him into Oga's because even though he probably won't like many of the drinks there, he needs to try that chorizo flatbread and that 4 cheese pretzel with the mustard, the agave mustard. But anyways, so that's the big announcement. Hell is frozen over. So I'm going for 10 days in November as a recap. I get there on a Wednesday or a Thursday. And then I think that Thursday, Friday, I'm doing a special food event over at the Swan and Dolphin in those nights. I'll do all my normal. And then, of course, the 17th, I'm there for Life Day. 18th, I'm in Magic Kingdom for Mickey and Minnie's birthday. Next day, Dad comes in somewhere in the middle. We haven't booked his flight yet. And we went back and forth and did the pros and cons of does he come at the beginning of my trip or come at the end. And, and then we'll hit up Morimoto's, we'll do Animal Kingdom, we'll do all that stuff. And then on the last day, because he doesn't have all the fancy skip the line, TSA, pre-clear stuff, he's probably just gonna go on to the airport and then just hang out and have a burger and a drink or something. Well, and I'm leaving earlier because I'm no longer taking the last flight out on these things. And the plan is to basically get on the same flight home. But yeah, so get excited for something brand new in the back 4 episodes of those final Disney vlogs of 2025. Because I definitely would not be going back in 2025. We might try to sneak out for Valentine's, February 2026, so we can desperately get married to Pandora After Dark.
I would like that.
That's sort of the intention. But yeah, so careful, hell is frozen over. My dad willingly decided on his own to go with me to Disney. And we're already both up his ass about make sure you have good shoes and you will want to start walking soon. And we were at Azure and we told, like, talking to Taylor and a couple other people over there, and he said something besides like, oh, I don't plan on doing that much walking. And like, it was like a pin drop, like a screech. We just all stopped and looked at him like, really, dude? It's like, I'm trying to warn him, like, even if we take it easy.
Don't know.
Don't know. It's like, even if we take it easy, brother, there's gonna be some footage happening on you. All right, anyways, I'm excited about that though, as you may be able to tell. So I will update you more with all that as we get more information. But that's those updates.
That's dope.
Yeah, I'm obviously very excited about it. Like, I'm excited to go to Rose and Crown, get a Lagavulin 16, one of our favorite scotches. If not, it's my favorite scotch. And I think it's his. I think he might like, no, I think that is his favorite, yeah. And then wear matching t-shirts and go get a professional photo pass shot of the two of us looking dorky as can be, cheersing at Epcot with a scotch. I'm very excited about little things like that. Plus, hey, somebody else to talk about food reviews that actually likes food.
Like,
well, who actually loves food.
okay.
Fair
I
enough.
love food more than I do.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, we got more vlog. Bye.
Bye.
A movie review. Mary and John, I'm not Mary, I'm Eric. Eric and John Cena here. We went to see 28 Years Later. What'd you think? Where'd you go? Oh, well. We saw 28 Years Later, the Danny Boyle continuation of the 28, what is it? It's 28 days, then 28 days later, then 28 weeks later. I mean, I don't know whatever happened to the Sandra Bullock character. Maybe she'll show up in the Nia DaCosta sequel to 28 Years Later. Yes, I make old out-of-date jokes. Who cares? So I love the original 28 Days Later. I love 28 Weeks Later more. I actually like that one a little bit more. Probably because it's a little bit more akin to a slightly more traditional zombie film. Salud, by the way. And then I went and saw 28 Years Later. I did not rewatch the other two. I kind of rewatched the recap. I remember them pretty well. And I know Danny Boyle can be a bit of an out there filmmaker. I typically love his style and love a lot of his films. I was never a big Train Spotting fan. Those never really hit for me, but like A Life Less Ordinary, The Beach is probably my favorite Danny Boyle film. I keep forgetting. But that one really thrives on its soundtrack for me. Same with 28 Weeks Later and 28 Days Later, although I do think 28 Weeks Later has a superior soundtrack. Now, 28 Years Later, I have gone back and forth on this. And we'll get into where I land on it, but let's start where I begin with it. I did this as a double feature, went on my own, then Mary met me for the next movie that we'll talk about next. And I was really hyped for it. I'd been hearing great things. I was curious about how it was shot on an iPhone, how that, the image sensor was gonna translate to the big screen. Obviously, I know they're putting like $20,000 lenses on there and rigging and blah, 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 but I understand what they mean by shot on an iPhone. I don't think it's just straight out of the pocket. You can even see in these special, like almost Matrix-like rigs, they still have very nice lenses on every single one of those cameras, like real lenses. But I do think for the most part, it looked very good. I think a lot of this movie was really beautiful. There's some great shots in it. It looks very quality. There is some stuff where it gets a little bit more muddy and not quite as crisp, and I don't know that that was intentional. I think that's just more in the darker scenes. So that was kind of cool. I didn't really get anything from the music. I like the characters well enough, but initially I think I felt pretty disappointed. I felt in that camp of, and I think some of this is the trailer's fault, because the trailers really do show it more as an action-heavy, zombie-heavy. I know it's rage virus, they're not actually zombies, but I'm going to call them zombies just because that's what my brain is equating. The rage zombie-heavy thing, and it really wasn't that. It was almost an anthology in it within itself, that like the one story ends and continues into this whole other story and continues into this whole other story. And I'm not going to get too spoilery about it. But I didn't really, like, I liked the opening section. Aaron Taylor Johnson's fantastic. That community is interesting. I would like to have seen more of that, how more of that's going to work. But then they kind of take a turn where I'm like, I can see what you're doing, but I don't know that it was as earned as it maybe needed to be for me. And then I thought that section had a lot of cool stuff going on, like Eric. But also you have this like out of the blue scene of the soldiers coming in and that attack, and it just feels a little jarring because no one's really set up there, so you don't feel much for what happens. Honestly, There's not a lot of characters that I care deeply enough about to be memorable or whatever, at least right now, except for Ralph Fiennes. His stuff, I think, is, again, very different from what the trailer's kind of showing you, but is really interesting and fascinating. Although, without getting too spoilery, can I tiptoe around this? A certain character accepting a certain fate and how quickly all the things unfolded right there felt a little weird. Felt a little like, oh, we're just gonna go right, and then we're, okay, and everybody's cool with it? Okay. But, so I walked out feeling kind of, I don't know, like I was a little confused. The more I thought about it, the less I liked it. And I am excited to see the sequel and where that's gonna go, the one they've already filmed that ironically comes out 28 weeks later. And I love Nia DaCosta's work. I hope I'm saying her name correctly. Her Candyman is fantastic. I loved The Marvels, so there's that. Now, I will say, though, I have thought more about this movie. And then I ended up watching Amanda the Jedi break down this movie. And I don't remember specific things that she said, but she got me to appreciate it from a different perspective and a different level. So I do think a lot of my disappointment comes from the expectations. I also personally think Danny Boyle's style is going a little too overboard in this one, even for him, with cutting to some of this historical footage. Like, some of that stuff's neat, but I can't quite draw the parallel of why are we doing that? And I like artsy, weird things like that. It just wasn't clicking for me. But now I've kind of come around to where I do appreciate it, and I might like it more. And I think upon repeat viewings, especially getting more of the context of what this trilogy is supposed to be, that should be very cool. So I do like it a lot more now. I do still think the ending that everybody's talking about is stylistically incredibly jarring, because even though Danny does do a lot of different weird cuts using historical footage and all that kind of stuff, for the most part, the vast majority of this movie tonally feels consistent within itself. They even have a great opening that kind of sets up the ending, even though there's only like 1-2 brief elements of this through the first movie. But man, that ending gets... Actually, somebody said, if you know you're Peter Jackson and you remember a scene with "I kick ass for the Lord," it suddenly went into that tone for like the last 3 minutes of the movie, and then has a definite to be continued type thing going on. And it's like, wow, okay. So, I don't know. I do think that is going to be a very interesting movie. I want to see that story, even if they made it in that style and tone. I just think it's such a jarring tonal shift. Like, it's not even a shift. It's like you just hit a wall and bounce off it into the exact opposite of what you've just spent 90 minutes, 100 minutes going through. So those are some of my issues with it. And I don't think the kid who is really more the main of this, he's very good, but I can't say he's perhaps memorable. And, I don't know. The mom was really nice. Ralph Fiennes is great. Aaron Taylor Johnson's great. And I don't know if we'll get more of that or whatever. And yes, all the dong. That's fine. I don't care. Just... Although now my brain, that's what I just laughed. Is like, what we need is a supercut of that. And every time the alpha shows up with the dong showing out, I need to hear Joseph Gordon-Levitt from Glass Onion going, dong. Somebody make that. Put it on YouTube. It'll never make it on YouTube. Anyways... I would love to know your thoughts on it. I mean, because this is definitely a divisive movie, which is what great art is. A lot of people are going to love it. A lot of people are not. I initially didn't, but I'm really coming around on it. And I do, like I said, think with repeat viewings and more context with where they're going in the sequels, it'll be very interesting. However, I doubt Nia DaCosta is going to continue the tone of where we left off. So that might also be interesting. Did she shoot on iPhones? I don't know. So anyways, that's my thoughts on 28 Weeks Later. It's fine if you loved it and more than I did. It's fine if you liked less than I did. We're all allowed to have different opinions. But certainly if you want to have a polite discussion about it, I'd love to hear your thoughts. All right, now I'm going to pull Mary in for the movie we watched after.
Take me to your leader. I want to squeeze their boobs.
I haven't had that much tequila.
Do moobs count?
I wonder if that's where you're going. So after I watched 28 Years Later, Mary and I went to see Elio, the latest from Pixar, which I was also very hyped for. The trailers really spoke to me. I Thought it looked cute, it looked fun, it looked like a really interesting original story. And it was, I freaking loved it. I really freaking loved it. Granted, maybe because I saw it after 28 years later, that might have gave it a little bit of a boost. But I thought it was beautiful, I thought it was colorful, I thought it was charming. Sure, it's, the story is fairly obvious what they're going to do, but they do kind of gut punch you right up front with some stuff that they don't really show you in the trailer. Like, oh, that's the relationship that he has with his older, is it aunt? Yeah, that kind of stuff. I really liked the kid. I could relate in certain ways to his obsessions. It wasn't my obsession. My obsession was like film and stuff, film and music, but I could relate to some of that. And ultimately, I had a really good time with it, and I was definitely a bit of an emotional wreck by the end of it, because it's just a beautiful movie, and it's a shame no one's going to see it, because it's actually one of the great original films in theaters. What'd you think? Ooh, excuse me.
I know, I really enjoyed it. I really like the alien designs.
Yeah, there's some very fun alien designs in there, and the alien tech is fun.
Oh, yeah. But no, it was a lot of fun. There were a couple of twists that I actually didn't see coming. Yeah, so nobody's going to see it, huh?
Yeah, it's barely making any money. Nobody's going to see anything right now. Megan crashed and burned.
Oh, really?
They were expecting like 30 million, it did 10.
Huh.
Yeah.
I wonder if it was just the heat wave and it was like nobody wanted to leave the house.
I wouldn't explain Elio, but...
Well, Elio, I feel like I barely knew anything about it going in.
It's at least, maybe on children's channels, if you have kids, maybe you saw more ads for it, but I probably would have never known a thing about it if I wasn't doing trailer reactions, to be honest. That's how, like, at least to adults, how under-marketed it is.
Yeah. And guess who's taking the kids to the movies?
Yeah, exactly. But apparently the people that have seen it, for the most part, there's always dissenters, which it's art, that makes sense, it's subjective, but for the most part, everybody else seems to really enjoy it too. And a lot of people are out there like, please go see this. It's very, very good.
Yeah.
Very heartfelt, you're kind of your classic Pixar in that regard. And like she said, there's some great alien designs, colors, some real edgy, a couple of edgier sequences where you're like, oh, I don't know how this is going to turn out, Like,
yeah, there are times where you're sitting here going like, with the kids' movies, the stakes are almost never really there because kids have plot armor.
yeah, generally, yeah.
There were times you're sitting here going like, I don't know about this.
Yeah. Yeah. But they do a really good job with it. It's definitely one of the best ones I've seen in a while. It's up there. It's not quite up there to an Inside Out 2. But I mean, it's definitely up there with like A Turning Red that I think is underrated, Soul, which I think is very underrated, even Elemental. I think this is probably most similar to Elemental in the sense of, even though they did market Elemental, the marketing didn't do the movie itself justice. It's such a better movie than any of the trailers led you to believe.
Yeah, the trailers were kind of bad.
Yeah, and I'd say you could say this similar thing with the Elio trailers. It's a much better movie than, maybe not on the same level, a little bit better movie than the trailers give you credit for, or show you. You know what I'm trying to say. But I would recommend it. Oh, and we also got to see it in 3D. Our first time seeing a movie in 3D in years at this point.
Yeah.
Because even though they put stuff out in IMAX 3D, I guess 3D doesn't sell that well around here, so they kind of stopped giving us IMAX 3D showings and stuff. I forgot how much I love theatrical 3D. Like, it's really good in the theaters still.
I was a little nervous because they showed a 3D trailer for Zootopia 2, and I'm sitting here going like, oh, this is blurry as fuck. And I'm thinking, I think it's because it's a lot of zip, 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 zip.
Well, I didn't have that problem. I thought you were talking about because you realized your glasses.
Yeah, because I thought I was afraid the problem might be because I have progressive bifocals in my glasses, so my focus changes depending on how I tilt my head.
Aren't those also like sunglass changing?
No, that's not the transitions.
Okay. Not transitions, I could not think of the word.
That was my last pair of glasses.
Okay. But yeah, so anyways, I thought it looked great. It reminded me how much I want to see things in 3D, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure I'm going to see Superman twice in the theaters, maybe 3 times, so I'm going to make one of those a 3D screening. Yeah.
I wish we had one of those 4D theaters.
Yeah, we don't really have anything that good over here. We got a sort of 4D over at Cinemark, but it's not. It's like it's the D-box seats, so it's not quite a 4D experience, but we can try it at some point. But anyways, Elio is very cool. We recommend.
No.
If you didn't know it existed, now you do. Go see it. All right, we actually got something else to talk about. We're back. All right, so we're not going to go through it match by match or nothing, but we're going to talk briefly about Night of Champions, WWE, since we do talk about the PLEs, and you recently saw us on SmackDown. We're just, we're getting, that's where we're really trying to lose weight and get in shape. Mary and I are about to start a new wrestling career. Actually, that's why I'm trying to drink and eat more so I can be her Paul Heyman. So, Night of Champions, some good, some bad, some very predictable. I wouldn't say that any match outcome surprised me, per se.
As I say, I think that the women's Queen of the Ring was a bit up in the air. Because it could have been Oscar, it could have been Jade, and it was Jade.
Yeah, and I don't
like she came in like she's basically wearing a Storm from X-Men.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that one was fine, but honestly, I'm so not invested in either of those characters right now.
I still like Jade.
I mean, I like them both. I'm just like, for me, they're not really doing anything interesting with their characters or their storylines, so I'm like, all right. I mean, they're great wrestlers. I'm not trying to knock any of that.
Now, the other one was Tiffy and Nia with the
Tiffy Nia stuff
last woman
was
left standing.
Yeah, that was pretty great. And then Naomi coming in like almost going to cash in, and then couldn't. Nia was like, no, hell no. That was pretty good. But like Tiffy always puts on a good show. Oh, and then putting Nia through the two tables at the end was pretty spectacular too.
Yeah, but it's just like Tiffy took a beating.
Yeah, she really did, but she maintained, and I'm happy about that because it's always Tiffy time in this house. But as far as, sorry, Jack's being cute. Yes, you're very cute and awesome. Whoa, what a cool move, buddy. You coming? Oh, you're bringing the baby? Hi. Oh, that's cool, buddy. You're so cool.
Thank you, Jack.
He's such an awesome boy.
He's
Mighty Hunter of him. But the best women's match of the night has to be Rhea versus Raquel.
Oh.
Sorry, Mommy and Daddy, you're trying to work, but I love you. That was just an impressive match through and through. Other than, they're wearing the same outfits, essentially.
Which got even more confusing when
Roxanne shows up, yeah.
So you had 3 brunettes in skin-tight black outfits.
Yeah. But I gotta say, I've always loved Raquel, and I forgot how awesome she is in the ring, because it feels like it's been forever since we've seen her legitimately compete, and they let her go off. And of course, Rhea is an absolute superstar, so the two of them getting to just really go for it, and then doing that whole spot off the table on the ropes.
Now, did you catch where they apparently used to be besties back in NXT?
Yeah. So I thought all that was kind of interesting.
Yeah.
As far as men go, well, I really don't remember a lot. Who even was King of the Ring at this point?
RKO versus Cody.
Oh, RKO versus Cody was a pretty awesome match. That was pretty good.
Cody won.
Yeah, and I guess I didn't. I mean, we kind of assumed Cody, but
that one I felt like could have gone either way story-wise.
Watching it, yeah, absolutely. And I love RKO more than Cody. A lot of people are predicting because Cody was getting pretty rough in there, and they're saying it's about time for maybe Cody to do a heel turn. That could be interesting. He turns heel while Cena goes back babyface or something. It's like, okay, I could be down for that.
Yeah.
But so that match was a fantastic one. I know there were some other ones. Whatever Sammy was involved in.
Oh, Sammy versus Karrion Kross.
Oh yeah, no, that was kind of good, but I'm kind of bored with Sammy right now. I really am kind of bored with Sammy. I hate to say it, but I am. But I'm excited to see Karrion Kross getting to be interesting finally, because he's got a good vibe. So that's pretty fun.
Yeah.
I know the last match. I'm just trying to skip or not do the last match to the end. Was there anything other men? I mean, there's got to be at least one other man. Was there a tag something or anything? No.
Was there a tag team?
I may be confusing with SmackDown too. SmackDown had some good shit.
Yeah. No, SmackDown had the tag brawl.
Yeah, which was pretty awesome against the Wyatt Six and the Street Profits and then all the other tag teams around the ring. That was pretty fun.
I don't think there was any tag team action.
Yeah, so we may be missing one, but obviously we're just talking about what we want to talk about. So let's talk about the ending, where we did have John Cena versus Ron Cena. I wish. No, it's John Cena versus CM Punk, which was awesome. Their match, very slow. I hate to say it, like it was noticeably slow, a lot of their movements. But
John Cena's matches tend to be slow.
yeah. But you know, he makes a lot of money in Hollywood. He ain't chancing it. I understand. But it was still very fun. But the ending I loved because the ending did go so hard and so crazy with Seth and Braun and Bronson all showing up. Yeah. And like, man, John Cena giving the double A or whatever it's called to the 300-pound Bronson Reed was pretty awesome. And just the whole turn and twist there, and Seth couldn't cash in and got screwed up and screwed over. It was a good time. I don't think
Seth was trying to cash in.
I think he was threatening to cash in. We had a plan. He was there to mess up Punk and try to steal his thunder. And I think he was showing like he was gonna. He was taking off his thing and he was holding the case and gonna. But then my favorite part, and this has like become a little bit of a meme online, is when other people start coming in to help.
Oh yeah.
And Penta.
Yeah.
Like John or whoever, CM Punk and John, I guess they're getting their asses just beat to death in the ring by Bronson and Braun. And Penta comes out and he's just like, just strutting for like, it's like, bro, they need your help now. Like, skedaddle.
I love the Penta strut though.
And the Penta strut is funny.
Panther walk.
Yeah, and I, it's actually really funny he did it here. But I think it's hilarious that pretty much everybody is like, guy, they're gonna be like unconscious by the time you get down there, you know. So I thought that was pretty fun.
I think the thing is, he doesn't care about them. He's just there to fuck with Bronson and Seth and them.
Perhaps, yeah. But so that was fun, and I mean overall.
And then Sammy tore ass out into the ring.
Yeah, And now I kind of wish they had done it where it's like Penta's still taking his time, and it's been like 2 minutes, and Sammy's like running by, like, dude, come on, and like he comes out and passes Penta. That would have been funny. But yeah, and I like the ending with CM Punk and everything. And also after, like if you watch the replay and you didn't watch it live, they show a little bit of in-ring after that doesn't go on the replays. And there was a fun bit with Punk playing with the audience, getting them, like he was trying to get up and kept falling back down. So he was trying to get him to do like a kind of thing.
You see him motioning with the same. Come on, guys.
Yeah, off to the side, like, come on, encourage me. And then I thought it was fun too that they shook hands and hugged, but then Cena was going to heel turn again, but CM Punk saw it coming, you know. So there were some really good spots in there, I thought.
Another sweet. It was basically a CM Punk when he was actually walking back to the thing. They have the ramp rather than the walkway between the areas. So there's he actually jumped down from the ramp to grab somebody's belt who had dropped it over the railing.
They dropped their belt, he went out to get it and hand it back to him. Yeah. That was pretty sweet. He seems like a decent dude. Cody's a decent dude too. We got to see him up close and personal after the SmackDown taping. He came out, spent time around the front of the ring, signing things, talking to people, taking pictures. It was pretty neat. Of course, by the time I was waiting for somebody who had already had theirs getting taken, or their moment to get out of the way so I could go up there, maybe see if we could take a quick picture. But by the time that person moved, Cody had moved on. I was like, oh, well, I guess we're not getting to. It's like, come on, guy, you're done. Move. But I appreciate all that. Anyways, that's our thoughts on it. Was fine. SummerSlam, is that next? No, there's something before SummerSlam, but Evolution, maybe? I don't know. Whatever. We'll watch it when it happens, I guess. All right, bye.
Bye.
All right, so we actually have one more thing to talk about because Mary finally got me to watch this. So I'm going to drink this while she gushes. We watched Cinderella's Castle. Star Kid? That's the YouTube channel. It's a live play with puppets and a darker retelling of a Cinderella story. And I'll let Mary take it from there, and then I'll give you what I thought. Salute.
It is probably my favorite retelling of Cinderella. It's got much more of a old school Grimm's fairy tale flavor to it. And maybe even amped up a little bit. Because a lot of this, I mean, there are some elements, like there are glass slippers, there is a ball, there is a fairy, but...
Magical creatures.
There is an evil stepmother with the sisters.
Evil sisters.
But, they do something with them I've never seen anybody else do it before.
There's also a lot of dirty language and a lot of sex jokes I appreciate.
Oh, yes. This is not one for the little ones.
No.
Music is really good. I really like the music. He was kind of...
It's not bad. There's a lot of it's really a lot of modern pop kind of stuff in some of it. Well, I don't mind, but for me, tonally, it didn't fit as well. But also, it's because they have a 4-piece band using electric almost like, electric keyboards, electric drums. So it's
So
very
so
synthy sounding.
What do you think it should have sounded like?
A little more natural music, a little more orchestral would be. But again, they didn't have that, so I can't really knock them for it. I'm just saying if I had the budget,
as much.
that's fine. But also, we have very different tastes in music too. Well,
I mean,
to some degree, we have a lot of common ground.
Yeah.
So that was one of the things I didn't love about it. For me too, it is very well filmed, but also the way it's filmed maybe took me out of it a little bit. I did like this. I don't want to come across like I didn't like it. I just don't love it as much as she did. My thoughts on it is like, and then we thought about who would direct, and what I pitched was a live action version of this directed by Peter Jackson, with the puppetry and stuff created by the Henson Laboratory, Creature Shop.
Yeah.
And then we're talking, make it a little more like Labyrinth, Dark Crystal, live action thing with a real budget and a Peter Jackson's weirdness behind it. So it'd be kind of a Meet the Feebles meets Heavenly Creatures approach to it. Then it would probably be something I would truly love. But again, I don't want to knock on this because this is clearly like a lower budget thing and a passion project, and I love what they did and they achieved something awesome. And a lot of the actors are great and everything. But I think she wanted me to really love it, and I feel a little bad that maybe I'm, disappointed slightly because I watched it, it's cool, but it didn't really click with me that much.
I feel like you experienced what I've experienced a lot with you in the past.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. Oh my God, Mary, this is the most quintessential Star Wars to ever Star Wars. That's pretty good, but...
Right.
And of course, we are talking about Obi-Wan Kenobi. Which they are rumoring a second season, which I'm down. I'd take one more Obi-Wan story.
But yeah, no, it's a little over, is it 2.5? A little over 2 hours? 2:09? Okay. 2 hours and 9 minutes. So.
It's good tequila. I don't just want to swallow it. I'm not...
No, I watched it in chunks, so you can do it that way.
There's an intermission, too.
Yeah.
About an hour and 10 in. We just watched the whole thing straight on the big screen and everything. So check it out. It's on YouTube. Look up Cinderella's Castle, and the channel is Star Kid. Look for that one that's 2 hours and 9 minutes and see what you think. It ain't going to cost you anything but time. You can always quit if you aren't digging it.
They also, Star Kid is the group that I first came aware of them when they did the Harry Potter musical.
They have a lot of their other musicals online on the YouTube too, the YouTube. Listen up, young whippersnappers. When my age, you call it the YouTube.
They have a Batman musical. Like 69 Batman.
66? 69 Batman is very different.
Sorry.
So with some of the jokes in Cinderella's Castle, I would not be surprised if they called it Batman 69. Some days you just can't fuck a bomb. I don't know. I'm not as clever right now. All right. Anything else you get on that one? I just wanted to give the recommend since you love it so much. Really.
Yeah. No, it's good. I honestly thought we were going to be talking about Lower Decks.
We'll be right back. No, we finally finished Lower Decks. It was great. Cried. Perfect send-off. Gonna miss it. There's your Lower Decks. We got another vlog we're gonna get to, so we're gonna do that. Bye.
Bye.
Unboxing time.
Not that box.
That wasn't even the joke I was going for. I was like, where's your...
Oh.
Dong! I'm Joseph Gordon-Levitt, y'all. Hi, Aaron. So I still subscribe to Retro Game Treasures. I am digging it, even though I haven't really played anything they've sent me, but I do want to change up a couple things, because we've talked about it, where we keep getting like just tons of Modern Warfare and Call of Duty games. It's like, okay, I like those games, but that's enough. One thing I'd like to go in there and change is not only to ask them, can you please lay off the war games? But I want to let them know, because you can do this with Retro Game Treasures. I want to be like, you know what? I actually like crappy IP games. So like, if you want to try and send me some of those, because I know a lot of those don't sell well, like I will take those, please. I feel like there's something else I wanted to add in there. Anyways, we got 2 more boxes we haven't gotten.
I want a skateboarding, like a Tony Hawk or something.
Well, actually, that's what it was. I was going to ask for SSX Tricky, because I don't think I have a copy of that, and I've been itching to play that again. Although, spoilers for Split Fiction. No, I won't say anything. So we have 2 more RGTs we're going to run through here really quick. We have our April and our May. Just don't show the bottom when we're fine. Okay. And I don't know. It's like $40 by the time I pay shipping. I get 4 or 5 retro games. I tell them what systems I want. I tell them what games I have, though I have still not put in my Xbox One collection, so I am occasionally getting duplicates. And they send you anywhere, and you can tell them what quality level you're willing to accept. Sometimes they might even send you peripherals or accessories, blah, 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 blah. It's very cool. Retro Game Treasures, not sponsored, just letting you know. So we're gonna jump into this April box, and oh my God, they've been giving me bags of air, the best game ever. Oh, it's over. So we do seem to be all disc-based this time. I got a feeling we got 3 PlayStation 4 or Xbox One, and then something that's probably Xbox 360.
Okay.
So I'm gonna pull out the first bad boy. Let's see what we get. Oh, also, when they send you a game, they mark it off your list. So if you want more than one copy of that game, you can always then uncheck it as owned on your list and send it to you. But
Okay.
this one is not sealed, but we got, oh, I'm wrong, it's PlayStation 3. Street Fighter 4, okay. Not a huge lover of these kind of games because I suck at them. They're great, like I'm not knocking the game itself.
Oh, you tend to be better than I am.
Well, I'm better at button mashing. But we do seem to have a pretty complete and a pretty good shape. It's got an actual, oh, there's some art behind there too. But it's got an actual manual, like a thick boy manual.
Oh, something to actually explain all the moves?
Yeah, I guess, like I actually, wow. I'm just looking through it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, kinda.
Hadouken!
Wow, that's pretty handy. Man, I miss getting game manuals. Because also too, like as a kid, like that was the thing. You'd open it up in the car on the way home and you had something to look at to keep your excitement so you could get home and play it.
All right, let's see.
Of course, everything's online now, I guess, but still. Ooh, I see
Alright.
red. Ooh,
Uncharted, The Lost Legacy.
Okay.
That's not what's his face.
this is like a side story. It's the last one.
This is not Nathan Fillion.
I've actually not played this. This is the one part of the Uncharted series I have not played yet.
Drake?
Yeah, Nathan Drake. Good job.
Okay.
Not Nathan Fillion. I get it now. You mean not Tom Holland? I'm just kidding.
Wasn't Nathan Fillion like...
Well, everybody always wanted Nathan Fillion. He wanted it so bad, he made his own fan film.
Okay.
But by the time they actually made a movie, he was a little aged out to do it. Now, you want to open up and all that stuff in there and see what we get, if we got a complete or whatever, and I will let them know that I technically do not own this. Technically.
Let's see, is this a code?
Yeah, it might be on the back.
Goes on the back.
There is a code, okay.
So, I'll show you the front.
Yeah, the back is just redeeming instructions in the code. Now, of course, I do own the PlayStation 5 version of this because I have the complete collection.
Sort of mappy type thing.
But I do not have this original PS4 PlayStation Hits version. So I'm okay with that, because that's the point.
Book.
Remember, that's the point of physical collecting, is to get the various versions too. So that's cool. I'm good with that one. I will be playing this eventually. Those games are great. I love the Uncharted games. I had a blast with those. And I kind of looked ahead accidentally. I think we got a war game. I might even own this one. Xbox One, Battlefield 1. They just can't get... Now, granted, I do have a note in there about please send us at least one couch co-op game every month. And I think that's why we've been getting so many of these. Although I'm not sure this one is not even couch co-op. It's online co-op, of course, but there's no couch co-op on this. And we do still have all the paperwork and stuff, so it's in pretty good shape. Never played it. I don't think I've played any Battlefield games.
So it's not Earth. Are those horses? Oh, those are horses. Okay. That was funny from a distance.
More like funny looking. So, okay. That's fine. Honestly, this is not as good as some of the other boxes have been, but I'm still digging it. Now, Don't show the bottom. Just make sure you don't show the bottom. I did peek.
I need to turn this upside down and get this next one out because it fits the box exactly.
Yeah, it's not an Xbox game. Oh, it isn't it? Oh, okay. You showed it back. Oh.
It's a 2-in-1.
What the hell?
Maybe. Okay, so
don't I own this?
This is what was on the front.
No, I own this on GameCube.
And this is what's on the back.
And let's see the
it's
spine.
quite hefty. So
See the spine, because I think it is showing both games on the spine. It is. So it is a double pack game. So hey, 2 for 1.
I had that upside down.
Definitely don't have Tetris Worlds, but what a weird... Something fell out too, I think a piece of plastic. What a weird combination. Maybe you just tipped
Yeah, and it's all on one disc. But
and both manuals are shoved in here.
Yeah. 2 manuals. You might show your...
Maybe.
I'm gonna take a little weight off, so...
Yeah, the manual's a little rough. It's a little rough shape. So yeah, I thought I had this, and I thought I had this on Xbox or PS2, but I think I have it on GameCube. I don't think I've ever actually played it. I'd like to, though. Indiana Jones and the Emperor's Tomb. That's a good game. We played that on, I don't know if we did it on Patreon or my YouTube membership, but... So yeah, big full game. Tetris Worlds. Never played it, but that's fun. I like my Tetris games.
Yeah, I love Tetris.
Big full manual, too big to run through. And did you show them the disc? I think you did, but just in case. So that's awesome.
That is a weird combination, but...
Yeah, that's really the only thing I'm taken aback by is how odd that combo is. Yeah, that's so weird. And that's legit. That's not like some weird, you know, homemade. Not for resale, limited edition packaging. I wonder if this was like a pack-in game.
And that
console pack-in game.
That would make a lot of sense, actually.
Yeah. But that is the April Retro Game Treasures, which, you know what? It's nice they sent me a Star Wars game for my birthday. I don't think they know that I'm the Star Wars guy. And by the way, I don't think like I'm the Star Wars guy. You know what I'm talking about,
He is
though.
a Star Wars
Yeah,
guy.
I am a, within reason, relatively 15 minutes of fame level, known Star Wars guy. If that is a nicer way of putting it. I don't have an ego about any of that stuff. I just love Star Wars, and I know I'm often referred to as the Star Wars crying guy, which I'm totally fine with. I'll tell people, hey, look that up. You know, the easiest way to remember to find me is just look up Star Wars crying guy. You'll see my big old face everywhere.
I go crying Star Wars guy.
That works too, but you know, point.
All right.
So, a bit of a weaker box than we've been getting, but also not bad. So now we'll jump into the June box, which makes us, is I say June? Am I correct? No, May. Mary got me all screwed up with months earlier.
I am so out of sorts.
So we got our May 2025 box. I do have a June box, but we ain't gonna come back till we have the July box. Now, ooh, we got something. Ooh, we got something a little different in this one. We got no box, which is fine. This is pretty old. We got a NES game, y'all. Ooh, this looks cool. So not licensed, but that's fine. We got the sleeve. A little bit dirty, but not in terrible shape. I'm not familiar with this one, but
Oh, what does it say?
Renegade. I was about to say it right when you started asking me. Renegade. I mean, definitely getting Double Dragon vibes.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. A side scroller beat 'em up, probably.
I'm down for that, and this looks in relatively good, really pretty good shape. Sweet, I love when we get a NES game. You're next, my dear. I just kind of wanted to get a sense of what might else be in there.
Alright, let's see. Divinity Original Sin Enhanced Edition.
Oh, I don't know what that
Play
is.
co-op
That looks
online
good.
on local split screen. Winner of 150 awards.
This looks like something that might be up Mary and I's alley. And local co-op.
PS4, so
Yeah,
it's the back.
I like that cover.
Yeah, the cover looks pretty dope. Okay, I'm gonna read the back because I want to.
Sure, I'm gonna drink tequila.
Let's see, and this is time print, y'all. Divinity Original Sin is a much lauded role-playing game that blends deep customization and humor with dynamic turn-based combat. As a source hunter, embark upon a journey with up to 3 companions, either in online co-op, split screen on your TV, or even alone. Take advantage of a classless RPG system to create your heroes and conquer the evils of
Growing older.
Rivellon,
Revlon?
using the environment and the magic in combat. And the second paragraph is everything again in Spanish. But I mean, it looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I was looking at some of the artwork on there. That does look kind of neat. Giant bug. Full
hey,
kit. Full manual.
Yeah.
Here's the disc.
In various languages, so
But still, at least it's like an actual thick boy book.
yeah, I'm gonna show it off.
Yeah, that's right. You're sitting. We're gonna say that's why.
You're a better angle to actually show that sort of thing off.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously, we're not gonna go through every page here, but as he proceeds to go through like every page, you know, just giving you an idea that it's a actual full manual.
So that's a potential.
Yeah. The people on the cover even look like us. All right, I'll do this next one, and then we'll let Mary do the difficult one again. We got an Xbox One game. Oh, I definitely do not have this. And the Legendary Edition, Destiny.
You want to read the subtitle?
The Taken King. Legendary Edition. Legend, wait for it. Dairy Edition. But I'm lactose intolerant. No, I'm not. There's a code on this. So I'm not gonna show you the back because we got big old QR codes and stuff. It'll be a while before I put that in, but we got all the bonus DLC stuff. This is Xbox One, so those servers are still open. All right.
So, I really know nothing about the Destiny game.
That's because they're like shooter based. You're not gonna like them.
Oh, yeah, no. Bleh. Hate shooting, hate flying.
Oryx, the Tekken King, has arrived in our solar system, bringing with him a corrupted army to exact revenge on the Guardian who destroyed his son, Crota. You may find a way into his impenetrable dreadnought ship to defeat the Taken King before he and his dark army consume our civilization and bring our solar system to ruin. Can the Taken King be played by Liam Neeson, please? All right, one more game. And remember not to show the back. I made sure to give Mary the hard way. It's just how that is on camera.
Oh, shit.
Luckily your hand was over it.
I was thinking I was under the table.
I know, that's why you should look at the camera when you do that.
Okay. Got it out. We got America. What?
Now this is the kind of garbage ass game I want.
The fuck? Who thought making a game out of American Chopper was a good... I used to watch this show, and yes, I actually watched this show.
Okay.
And I'm like, because they came up with some really dope bike designs.
Fair. I was a little surprised.
I like watching people make things.
Okay, I'm not even giving them a shit. I'm actually excited to get this game because it's not good. I've seen somebody play it. It's awful, and that's what I want. Sometimes I want an awful game so that we can sit there and just be like, what the fuck is this?
Build it, customize it, show the guys, write it, rule the road, themed choppers, 50 sick missions.
Sick!
Twisted on-road action, create and build your own, ride your own American...
You're actually going to show it off?
Oh, I guess.
I mean, I could do it, but you haven't shown the cover or anything. She was
sorry,
so excited.
I was so taken aback.
And of course, it's PlayStation 2. Yeah, now this is what I was talking about at the beginning. Like, give me IP games, stuff like this. Like, I want like Sneaker King, the Burger King game we got one time.
Oh yeah.
Like, give me weird,
that
crappy
was
things.
Weirdly fun, if I remember.
I know,
correctly.
right? Like, sometimes I enjoy those weird, crappy things. And also, it was fun because we did it's a big old. It was also fun because it gave us an excuse to go do a big old Burger King taste test. But yeah, this is what I'm talking about. I need to be like, yeah, send me more things like this, please. I know it's like and that's the thing. They should have a bunch of these games because these are the kind of games that people rebuy and then they never get rebought. And so they're usually pretty cheap. So they can save $1 or $2 sending me some of these. But they do try to get your $40 value out of every box. And I'm sure if I priced this out, it would be close enough. I just don't like that. I wish their boxes were just a tiny bit larger because it is... I don't know how they get these things in here the first time.
Very carefully, apparently.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go opposite. A little bit better. There you go. That is our RGT haul for this episode, or this part of the vlog. I'm pretty happy. Of all those games, I'm most excited about American Chopper.
The Destiny, not Destiny, Original Sin or whatever.
Oh yeah, Divinity said something like, I don't know what you're talking about. That did look pretty cool. Mm-hmm. All right, well there you go. Next week we should be opening probably the Star Wars Mouse Droid from May 4th. The week after that we'll probably do a couple more, my last horror packs probably. And then we'll do the Soul Lightsaber. That's sort of the plan right now. Unless something else spectacular comes along in between.
You had it almost 2 months and you haven't opened it.
Well, we have been busy and I don't have space for things. We've been doing a lot. I know, I want to, I'm itching, but anyways, we'll be back and we got more vlog. Here comes some pins. Disney pin time! I'm gonna run out of Disney pins before my next Disney trip unless I do manage a September one or something. Or maybe more like late August. I can't fathom missing Mickey's Halloween. But I'm still holding out for the final Halloween Horror Nights reveals to see if I need to do that. Because there's still a chance of a WWE house or maybe a Terrifier house, so I doubt that.
Has the fan thing gone? No, not fan, the That Premiere exclusive?
Premiere apparently is still available.
Okay.
So that's why I'm kind of holding. I hope they'll tell us soon. We're gonna do these. I got some more character folding fans. We had very bad luck with these last time, like we have had with so many pins until the last time we opened, where we got 2 boxes that had 2 of the exact same things.
So
Get my face out of there so you can see what you're getting.
We got the mini and the Dale.
The 2 on the very bottom.
Yeah.
We got duplicates of all of those. I still really like to see Stitch or Donald, Goofy, Daisy. Actually, pretty much anybody except the ones we already have.
Yeah, really.
Would be nice. I mean, not that the ones we got were bad, just, you know.
Just that we got them twice.
Yeah, which is not nice when
in a row.
Yeah, especially right now when I don't get a buy, because I'm not going as much this year.
There
you go, my dear. All right. Oh, here's what came out of that Xbox thing. I found it.
Oh.
Hey, all right, I'll take that.
It's a Pluto.
Pluto, such a good boy.
He looks like he's got Mickey ears though.
Oh yeah, the backs do kind of give Mickey ears, don't they?
That is Pluto.
That is very adorable.
He's cute.
He is very cute. You can steal him if you need to, but you know, maybe once we're done collecting him. Hey, I got Donald.
Woohoo!
Turn off his Mickey ears. Oh, that's cute. Where's his hair? Oh, there's like little
Oh, Chinese symbols.
Cool. So we got the adorable Donald. That one I really wanted. He's so cute. I think Stitch, though, is the one I most want. Although a Mickey would not be bad to go with my Minnie. All right, now's when we get into the danger zone, because it could still be duplicates in these boxes.
Yeah, let's see. It's a Minnie!
Well, at least it's not the same as this. At least the 2 boxes aren't the same, but if this is a Dale, which one did we already have?
Dale, yeah.
Yeah, if the next one's a Dale, then that's gonna really suck.
Yeah.
Well, at least we know your box is randomized. They don't like, it's not like you get a chip and a Dale every time you get one of the, I mean,
yeah.
A Minnie and a Dale. A Minnie and a Dale, a Minnie and a Dale. Hi ho the Daleo. I wish I knew some Adele lyrics to make the joke land better. Alright. I'm nervous.
She gets Stitch.
Stitch with Mickey ear. Stitch without Mickey ears. Yay! That's the one I most wanted. Actually, I pulled the 2 I most wanted. I got a great box. Donald and Stitch were both in my box.
Fancy Stitch?
Yeah. But that Pluto is adorable. And the Minnie's nice. We just already had our 3rd Minnie.
Yeah.
So at least we got 3 we didn't have. And how many are in here? 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I have to expect like Stitch to have a fan with a bike taken out.
Cool.
Okay,
all
so
right.
We got Stitch, we got Donald, and we got
Pluto.
Oh wait, that's something else.
Oh yeah. that'd be good to mark the correct box. All right. Well, there you go. That was our Disney pen unboxing. We had success. I literally only have
5 out of 9. No.
10. 5 out of 10.
That was what you did.
So currently, we have one more set of Disney pens we have not opened. And we have one set of Universal pens that I kind of totally forgot about from last year.
Oh, those, yeah.
Yeah. And the Disney store almost never has blind box pens in anymore. I should have checked on the 26th to see if they put those Stitch Day ones out. But, so we might be not having Disney pens after a couple more episodes. So we'll see. I'll buy some more in November, or I'm gonna go back in September, August, whatever. All right. Cool. More vlog. One more thing. We gotta go drink. I gotta go drink. Bye. I'm way too sober to even pretend to be that drunk. I've only had like 2 shots of tequila, 3 shots of tequila all night. I got very comfortable watching John Oliver on the couch while we were rubbing my back, so I didn't want to get up and get more. Anyways, we're here to make a strawberry basil cocktail, theoretically somewhat Mediterranean, but who knows. But it did sound good, so we're gonna try this. So we got some fresh basil, and we're gonna want 6 basil leaves, plus more for garnish. It doesn't say to use any for garnish. I don't know that this is, no need to wash. Excellent. How about the strawberries?
I would wash the strawberries.
Wash before use, yeah. All right, so we want 6 lovely, well, jeez. Okay. Ooh, it smells good. 1,
I say the top of that would be good for garnish.
2. I'm not gonna worry so much about garnish. I'm not making it for a bar. I'm making it for taste. 3, 4, 5, and you know what? Since this is a tiny boy, we'll use that in the little buddies. And that way, I'd say that would count as 6 big ol' basil leaves. All right. Now, first, we're going to want to muddle the basil leaves in the bottom of a sturdy highball glass, just to release their oils a little bit. Am I doing it?
Are they looking bruised?
Oh, yeah, it's starting to smell real good in there.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
I smell it.
Yeah, 1 sec. Let me smell it all first. It does say thoroughly, so let's get it real good. I'd say that's pretty darn good and muddled.
Ooh,
Yeah, right?
that is potent.
Smells very good. All right, now we're gonna add 3 strawberries and continue to muddle.
Those are some good sized strawberries.
Yeah, well, maybe it'll actually taste like strawberry. Am I opening that right? I am, okay. This guy, that is pretty substantial. And these, so I'm gonna do these 3.
Okay, now I gotta remember to fix the rest of them up.
Yeah. Yeah, now, in all fairness, I did ask Mary to pick me up a mixed fruit packet, so I just eat it as my morning fruit. But she then, and this is fine, not a complaint, I'm just saying. Then she chose to just buy a bunch of strawberries so she'd have a lot more. I was like, okay.
Well, it was $7.50 something for that, the fruit thing that you wanted, and that was on sale for $2.50.
That should have been $5 at Kroger.
No, they're only
must-
$5 if they have $5 on top. I looked at the bottom of it and it said 7
Huh.
something.
Huh. I don't know, they're always $5. I'm thinking the other ones are always $5.
Yeah.
Anyways, now we're gonna muddle the strawberries. That's what it says to do.
Does it say anything about prepping the strawberries? Because you don't normally leave the tops on.
I'm drinking it though, I'm not eating it. It does not say anything. It does not say slice them or anything.
I would not do that myself. But
Why? Are they poisonous or anything?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I've never seen anybody leave the leaves on other than to chop
Are
the
strawberry
strawberries.
leaves poisonous? No. They're safe to eat. Again, we're just drinking it. Ooh, that's gonna be very strawberry juicy. It did not say anything about taking the leaves, doing anything. It literally just says,
I would have taken the tops off and cored them.
that's what you would have done. But you're not the one making the cocktail. That's looking pretty nice and juicy. Get all that strawberry juice out of there. Oh yeah. Ooh, that smells very good. All right. Now we're gonna add some ice, lime juice, simple syrup, and vodka.
Do we have lime juice?
Yeah. Oh, I should have juiced one, but yeah. I'll do like 6 ice cubes. Yeah, usually I juice ahead of time, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, good call. Not used to looking over there for
Yeah.
male. I'm usually looking for female. So bear with me a minute, I do have to juice the lime.
Hey beans, you ready for your close up? Where are you, baby girl? Okay, well Eric does a lime cutting that he's done 100 times before. Let's go over and say hi to the itty beans. Hey girl, what's up? Did you hunt a mouse? Is that your mouse? Did you hunt that? Good job. She's like, give me the phone. Give me the phone, mommy. Yeah, hi. Yes, you're adorable. Yes, you are. You're so adorable. She's like, give me. Oh, she just attacked the phone. She's like, give me the phone. She tried to lick the lens. She didn't quite get it. So she didn't quite get it. Ah, she just climbed my leg though to get it. Ibit loves technology. She says, gimme. Yes, she's so cute. So adorable. Yeah. Oh, you can come up here? Okay. Yes. Yeah. Okay, how are you rubbing up on that and not triggering it, ABs? There he goes. Okay. She's like, I'm happy I eat now. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, back there.
It's not the juiciest lime, but I think we only need like 2 tablespoons, so I think we're okay. 2 teaspoons of lime juice. Oh yeah, we should be fine.
Okay, so 2 teaspoons of lime juice, 1 teaspoon of
simple syrup. Getting ahead of it, but yeah.
it seems
1, 2. I made so much, and I can't find any cocktails right now that take so much.
mint juleps.
Yeah, I do have mint, maybe. No, not. Is it? No, mojitos is what I like. I don't know that I like a mint julep. Isn't that bourbon and?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not my jam.
I honestly, it's an acquired taste.
Yeah. And 2 ounces of unflavored vodka. Vodka. Of course, we got the Tito's here. Never fear, Tito's is here. Glug, 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 glug. In you go. And I believe I'm supposed to stir this a little bit, and then we top with what I will get to telling you about in a second. Okay, then we're going to gently stir to combine, top with sparkling water, and garnish with strawberry and additional basil. Serve immediately. Oh, nice, get on the way. Think that's good?
Yeah, should be. Oh,
Mr. Cheeky Cheek. Now, I don't have sparkling water. It's not something we keep. Club soda is different from sparkling water. It can be substituted. You can't go back and forth. But what I learned is this is going to have a just tiny bit saltier taste because of like the salt element, mineral, club baking soda, whatever. So top, I don't know. I don't want to go too heavy with it. That's probably good. Make it a full drink. And there we have the strawberry thingy.
I think your club soda may have gone a little flat.
Well, yeah, that one's been open for like 2 days now, but yeah. Okay. Definitely gonna be chunky.
Chunky monkey.
Hey, how'd you know my nickname right now? Oh, poor chick. All right. Meh. Too much club soda.
Well, especially if it's not carbonated, it's just gonna taste watered down. That's
Also, too much chunky strawberry. I'd rather have strawberry juice. Because I'm like eating this drink. Let's try it without a straw. Wow, that is as good as it started out and smelled. That ended up very disappointing. Would you like to try it?
sure.
And then I'm gonna play for a second.
I really just wanted to give you the phone for a minute.
I actually have the handle on for her.
I know, but it's still.
I was telling them.
If it was actually carbonated, I think it'd be okay.
It'd be okay, but I can improve. Hold on. Rest of the lime juice. Because what am I going to do with it? Oh, poor cheeky chick. Let's hit up some more simple syrup. This is maybe a teaspoon, 2 teaspoons. And let's try that better. It's better, but it's not there yet.
Oh my gosh.
Because now I got a little too lime.
No.
Ah. Oh, God. I don't know how you guys can hear that noise, but that's a very sad boy noise. That's improved. Would you like to try that again?
Sure.
I'm not saying it's perfect, but I'd say that's better than what I was just drinking.
Yeah, I'd say it's better.
So look at me. Kind of learning to get better at some mixology.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you may have over-mellowed your strawberries.
Yeah, maybe that too. Maybe I shouldn't have like completely shredded them in there.
Yeah. I mean, you could give them, without going to absolutely bonkers on them, just give them a really good press instead, like a single, rather than like,
That makes sense.
Of course, not that they saw any of my hand gestures there, sorry. There's just between going, pressing down firmly once versus, there you go. I gave them the hand gestures.
I know what hand motion you gave him. It was very cool. Am I gonna have room for another one of those in here? No, but whatever.
You're gonna strain it?
Yeah, let's make this a lot more drinkable.
We have. See if we can see.
Actually, I want to bring some of that basil back.
Oh, I see somebody over there. Is it Chicky Jack? Aw, there's a Chicky Jack.
I'm gonna put a few more little basil leaves in there. Just give that a little bit of a muddling. Just to bring some of that basil flavor back. Okay.
Why are you...
I know. Then I was like, what am I doing? Now for the tricky part. Oh, I didn't think about the ice cubes. Hang on. Because that would immediately overflow.
Yeah, good catch. You could just put them in the glass.
Well, they got chunks and stuff on them. Alright, fine, that makes sense. We don't have to get it perfectly strained.
Gosh.
I know he's so... Oh, that's why I hate doing stuff when he's locked up, because he's like, you guys are still up? Why can't I be up?
Because Jack, it's time for night nights and baby-byes, honey.
Wish me luck. Here we go. You definitely want to catch this in case I fail.
Okay. Just be prepared to like stop halfway through.
Wasn't the worst it could be.
Okay, well, you've gotten the bulk of it, I think. I mean, there's
Well, I'm
still
gonna do
some.
some more. I assume this is more trash than
Yeah.
compost.
I mean, it could be, but we'll just trash it.
Yeah.
And he's definitely maintained the berry color.
Mm-hmm. And I smell... Now I'm smelling food out of there. Okay, that looks a lot nicer. A lot more drinkable. Oh. Now it's pretty damn good.
All right.
Now it tastes almost a little more like a... Not quite as sweet Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
So I would probably like actually do this in a cocktail shaker, you know, or a mixing glass so you can then strain it. That way you can go to town on those strawberries.
Yeah.
You know, all you want. You can really go to town on the strawberries and the basil.
Use fresh club soda.
Yeah, and use fresh club soda. So, you know, if you're gonna muddle your strawberries, you can really do.
Leave my vegetables alone.
The vegetable molester. Okay.
You want to show them the other one again?
Again? They saw it earlier, maybe. Unless they don't watch the cooking segments. Ooh, I was like, what in tarnation? Rassafrattin' tootin' rootin' rabbit. Oi, g'day. Alright, so thanks to Eric's improvement and Mary's genius intellect, we figured this out. So do it in a glass and then muddle the shit out of it all. Strain that motherfucker. Add more lime juice, more simple syrup, and yes, more carbonated. Then you're going to have something pretty damn tasty. So I could definitely make that better now that we know. Maybe I should try it again. Not on camera, but to help you with those strawberries. So we'll find out in the future.
Okay.
All right, that's the cocktail. Woohoo! All right, there you have it. That was this week's vlog. I think it was a pretty good one, considering we had to make it all in one day, except for the taste test. Again, this cocktail, much better. I think the ideas we had for improvement would go a long way. I'd like double the lime juice in the future, triple the simple syrup, and actually put an extra ounce of vodka in there. I might as well make it a 3-ounce double. A little less club soda. You know, and I do the club soda at the end. I would not put that in this. Well, I would not put that in a stir. Anyways, I don't know. All right, thanks for joining me. Comment below. What do you think? What do you know? What are you looking forward to? Can you believe my dad's going to Disney? Any words of encouragement for getting him to understand there will be steps, even if we take it easy? Let me know. Geek out with me in the comments. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Other than that, you can click the thumbs up button. Give me the good old thumb of encouragement, as I do love to be encouraged. And remember that we will get through this. We will get through this together. Check out my music anywhere you listen to music. Look up EricButts. Get excited for more stuff. A loud tune. And of course, you're going to do a lot more video game let's plays, food work, oh god, cooking videos, film making eventually, all that and more. You can follow right here or go to TheEricButts.com for all your funky butts fun. And of course, there's more with the links in the description below. So click that see more button to see more butts. On that note, I'm going to get on out of here so I can go learn some new things, finish editing this vlog. And yeah, I've been learning some new software and some old software and some things, getting ready for some music and film things I've never done. Anyways, I'm going to go do all that and do some more stuff, live some more life, and have some more fun doing it. I love y'all. I hope you're having a great time. I'll see y'all soon. Next week. Well, I'll see you every day. Bye.